Let's go.
I'm ready for a slime of a good time.
Okay. Well, good. I think we are live.
Oh, yep.
That's the first thing they heard.
What a mess.
All right.
Thank
My
you
name is a
for
Mighty Beard, and we are back here for another session of D&D. This is the Let Sleeping Slimes Lie Part 2. This is session number 46, and we will be joined by our friends from the Unorthoblocks Minecraft SMP here momentarily. But before we get to that, just a reminder, you can go to agentsofbeard.com. That'll give you session recaps, all that stuff, links to the podcast version of this, which I believe we are behind right now. That'll change at some point. And also, yeah, links to everyone. Everyone that's involved in this, for the most part, are content creators on YouTube or streamers. And yeah, so if you enjoy what we are doing here, it definitely is suggested to click through and find them elsewhere, because this is a fun group. But yeah, I think that's it for overhead. Last time we were together, we were in Storm Island. So we had went back to Storm Island to do some exploring. Basically, it was this party is a member of the Adventurers Guild. The Adventurers Guild is paid to do stuff. So escorting caravans, or clearing out bad guys, or going in mysterious caves, or in the instance of this particular group for this particular mission, it was to head to Storm Island, which has not really been explored yet, and to find out what's there. So they took with them a cartographer to help map. They also took something. I forget what his actual title is, but they were also there to pick up flora.
Herbalist?
Yeah, I think it was an herbalist. But yes, well, I don't really. I mean, he's got the ability to figure out what's poisonous. So maybe an herbalist. I can't recall. It's in my notes somewhere. But anyways, yes, Sydund is in the desert, and they need a freshwater source. And so the hope was that they could create one with the methodology that had been suggested to them by Svamp, who is a member of the Avengers Guild and with us today. And but there's not a lot of plant life that could help sustain that. So that is why this party was also sent to Storm Island to collect jungle plants in hopes that they can get them continuing to grow out in Sydund in their greenhouses that they are setting up, and yeah, and produce water that way. Now, since you guys have been here, you have done some exploring, fought with some gnolls, met with some people that were trapped here, originally from the Feywild. And then you saw, just out of the corner of your eye, something very large and slime covered in the water, and went down a waterfall that went underneath this big tree, and it was just this big like cave opening. So you figured you would head down and try to figure out what was going on, what this big creature was, and does it pose a threat, or why is it slime covered? And you made it down here. You fought some troglodytes. You got sick. There's two of you that have been poisoned. And you have continued to track this slime thing. However, instead of continuing to track it, you decided to explore more, and then something happened Draco had a mental breakdown, and a lot of chaos occurred after that. Big snapping turtle fight, and yeah, I would say 2 of you are hurt pretty bad. And then yes, of course, two of you are poisoned as well. But okay, I think that's a general recap. Let's go ahead and go around the board, around the table rather. And we'll start off with Sunbear. Say hello.
Hello, I am Sunbear. I am playing the Warforged Artificer Draco, who just had a mental breakdown. He decided he didn't know that he was picking up some things that he shouldn't have, and then he did, and then sad times happened, leading to a big fight. That would be it.
Yes. Picked up some crystal gems, and that is a thing that Warforged probably shouldn't do. But since you've got traits from a Drake, that's problematic. We also have the Lunatic. Say hello.
Hello, peoples of the interwebs. It's the Lunatic back again, playing Salix as always, the Warforged something amalgamation that discovered what it's like to roll on water and is beginning to question the lack of photosynthesis that he's receiving in these numerous underground episodes.
Yes. According to the paperwork provided by the Adventurers Guild, Salix is a druid. But according to Salix, he's a tree.
Salix is Salix. We don't know what he is.
Salix is Salix. Who
Yeah.
are you to question? You say that you are B.E.A.R.D, but are you all B.E.A.R.D, or are you just like right now in Discord? You look like an elephant. So I mean, it's
yes.
The more he speaks, the more robot he becomes.
Yes, of course. Bexilla.
Welcome to an AI.
Hi, my name is Bexilla, and I am playing Svamp. Svamp is a Furbolg Circle of Spore druid who has a insane curiosity for the natural world and the circle of life and death, which presents itself in a love for mushrooms. She is currently a bit battered and without very many spell slots, and kind of concerned for her Warforged friend who she thought she was helping out, maybe not so much.
We'll get to that later.
Yeah.
I thought I was helping.
Last but not least, we also have Plasma Hero.
Hi, I'm Plasma Hero, obviously. I'm playing Zilis, the Triton Arcane Trickster Rogue, who can no longer swim for another like 45 minutes or something, which kind of defeats the whole purpose of being a Triton, but that's fine. Yeah, this is great.
Okay. Let's go ahead and move you guys over to the map where we last left off. And yes,
I'm still Godzilla form.
Yeah, destroyed a turtle. Big turtle. Who was not very friendly to you guys. But he did a lot of splashing. I mean, to be fair. Draco, yes, very large. We have not enlarged reduce. So enlarged. How long does that last, by the way? Is that like a minute?
Until I let it go.
Wow, I mean, it's got to have a time frame, doesn't it?
It says 1 minute. 1 minute. Sorry.
Okay. So we'll say that's going to last for roughly another 30 seconds or so in game.
Okay.
But we've got a little bit of time, and yes, we have Salix, who is well, no, not Salix. Yeah, I mean everyone's here. Everyone's here. But we do have some injuries, or at least I believe we
Everyone's
do.
battered and bruised.
I'm fine.
Well, Salix is actually like perfect.
I have yet to lose a real hit point
Yeah.
ever. I may have lost some temporary hit points at one point along the way throughout all of this, but so far y'all are tanking real good for me, so I appreciate it.
I got hit with a pseudopod, okay? Be quiet.
I fought Gamera.
I am thanking you for your sacrifice and your
pseudopod.
dedication to protecting your most valuable tree member of the party. And
Uh-huh.
I literally fought Kaiju Turtle.
I was right there beside you, man. You did great. Thank you. I appreciate your sacrifices.
It literally took a bite from a Kaiju Turtle to make me sane.
And
Snap you out of it, would you say?
Shush.
the water walk is what? How much longer does that last?
It was an hour.
Oh, okay, you got plenty of time. You've only had it on for maybe like a little less than a minute. But yes, you were over on this island, and there was ooze that seemingly was underneath all of this, all of these dead bodies that are over here. In the center of this island, you have 3 boxes, stone boxes. One definitely large enough to hold a body, so it could be such things, or who knows. And then yes, you have a bridge over to the right. It appears to continue, and Salix can't see that, but I think everyone else can. But yeah, it seems like it extends further on land over in this direction, and then the water is heading in this direction. And yes, but yes, as you guys had wrapped up slaying the turtle as well as the ooze, a little old lady, elven, appears dressed in robes, had come out and confronted whoever was making all of this noise.
You kids, get off my lawn.
That's basically where we'll pick up. But if you guys want to talk amongst yourselves, before we actually head into this, and then also just a note for those who are watching at home, we have a zombie on the screen as well. That is friendly, a friendly zombie.
Yes, that's my friend. I make it him.
Okay, so we will talk to Fantasy Sunny in a moment.
Yeah.
Get to that in a moment. Side note, just quick question: are there crystals on this island?
Oh, that is a good question.
I
Let me verify. Negative.
Are there books in the room?
Negative.
There's nothing on the island itself. You do have some crystals embedded in the north and south walls. But generally speaking, yeah, there's no crystals to be seen here on this island.
Beautiful. I'm gonna go ahead and release enlarge reduce. I don't need that right now.
All right.
So I can go back to being normal 6-foot tall robot dragon boy.
I would also like to say that even though you were only like 12 feet tall, I think everybody imagined you being like 100.
Oh yeah.
I don't think I would fit in here, but okay. Yeah, Draco's gonna move right here and curl up into a ball.
Oh.
Oh, little guy.
He's just gonna cover his face with his paws and sit there silently.
Not
Aw.
whimpering, just silently. Not
No
whimpering.
no whimpering, just sitting there.
Just
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna walk on. I cannot move. Wait, hang on.
Yes, I still have the combat tracker going. I'll go ahead and end the combat. We're good to go now.
Okay. I'm just gonna walk on over and sit down next to him, and then I'm gonna pull out my violin, and I'm just gonna start playing.
How big is this violin that you're playing? Is it a tiny
Please tell me
violin?
it's the world's smallest.
It's definitely the smallest one on this island, unless there's one hiding in a box. But
The island's smallest violin. Yeah.
small-
I.e.,
The
a normal
fantasy
sized
version.
one.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe I don't know how big Zilis is. Maybe it's like a 3/4 size violin. There's different sizes of violins. It's a thing.
I mean, it might be a bit of a small violin because I'm not super large. Like I'm kind of short. But I'm just gonna play a calming little tune. With my violin.
Draco's still just sitting as he is. He appreciates, but he is not moving.
Okay. There's so many things that I could do right now. It's like, do we comfort Draco? Do we talk to the elf lady? Do we investigate the bodies and loot things? What's the priority here?
What
Do
did
as
the
you
lady
wish.
say? What was the thing she said at the end of the last session?
She wanted to know who was making such a racket.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
something around the lines of, "Who on earth is in my front lawn? Get away!"
No, it was who's making all this noise, and that would be
Yeah.
me. Hi,
Well, before you move on,
she
is there-
force pushed you?
yeah, is there anything you guys want to discuss prior to moving forward?
I have no spell slots. That's all I got. Well, not none, but I'm I am not going to
You're
be
almost stuck with
helpful.
bonk stick.
You
I-
and Draco
yes.
are looking pretty rough. Would
Yes.
some health be helpful? Like I have a spell called Good Berry, which allows me to make up to 10 berries, which only restore 1 hit point, but I know that could potentially be helpful. However,
I have a potion of healing and let's see.
I got a few. Oh wait, I should probably drink a potion of healing.
Yes, and Svamp, to be fair, I don't think that's quite accurate that you are out. You're just out of useful.
No,
ones.
I'm not out. I just don't have very many.
Out of useful ones.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
you just
All
gotta
I
be
can-
more like me and survive on cantrips.
Yeah, well,
Thorn
I
Whip,
have
the goated
I have
spell.
some useful cantrips, but I do have a potion of healing that I can take.
Yeah, I'm a. Whoops, that's the wrong button. I am gonna use
Maybe I'll take my
here.
potion of healing before I go talk to this lady and apologize for being loud and obnoxious.
Yes, I would say placement is probably further into the threshold, but I wanted to bring her out. So, but yeah, she's not like approaching with any major anticipation to go walk towards you guys. Is just out in the threshold of that cave opening. I just wanted to make sure
Cool.
everyone could see.
Mhm.
And regardless, Salix does not have vision. So
Nope.
Salix, I'm gonna move you closer just so you could see what she looks like.
Okay, cool.
He's a weirdo.
Okay. So potions of healing. You guys are gonna go ahead and drink those. Go ahead and take Max.
Yep, already.
Since we're out of combat, yeah, you got time.
So
Glug,
Max
glug, glug.
is
10.
well, you're
I think what
supposed
you
to
do is you
roll it.
no question mark. I don't remember how they work. I've never had to use one.
Since we're taking time to drink them, I thought they were taking
It's 2d4. I mean, you can read it. It's 2d4 plus 2, and you're just gonna take 10. as if you rolled 2 4s plus your 2.
Okay.
4 plus 4 plus 2 is 8.
Counting with Zilis. Tune in next
Eh?
time.
He's not in charge of
Or-
finances.
Look, I put my stats into intelligence, okay? Doesn't mean I have to use them.
I like
So did
that.
I.
I like that twist on it. That's a good one. I'm gonna have to remember that.
Oh no.
But okay, Svamp.
unintelligent
She
wisdom
is
step
she
forward.
is in the threshold of the cave. She has moseyed on out, and you
And-
begin to approach. Are you seeing anything as you approach?
Hi.
Violin music speeds up.
I didn't think anyone lived down here. Is
Um,
she? What kind of elf is she? She's not a drow, is she?
No, no. Wood elf looks like a wood elf. You'd be aware
Okay.
that there are pockets of wood elves throughout. There is one close to here on the continent, not necessarily this far out. This far out is kind of maybe odd, but yes, you would be accurate in not knowing anyone lived here. But yes, she looks very, very old, very fragile. So she's kind of hunched over a little bit. She's got that overcoat
Yeah.
on, and she doesn't.
Granny.
Yeah, as soon as you start talking, she looks up towards you. So you see her kind of straighten up just a little bit to look up towards you, and then she just like scans the area, so she sees all the blood in the pool, in the water, and she looks on the island and sees you guys over there. But then she looks back at you. What are you doing down here? I thought I was alone.
We were following a kind of substance in the water.
Hmm.
And then my friend had a bit of a issue, a bit of a personal issue that
Yes,
got out of hand.
is the turtle dead?
I think so.
Hmm.
Pretty sure. Yeah. I was fighting some goo when that was happening, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
And the island was protected. You have to be very quick to go across it. I usually just skip it and ride boat. And yeah, let me re-describe this this little area. So this beach area is yeah, once again like a white sand. The cave walls are all natural cave, natural stone. But you have some quartz crystals that are about 6-inch chunks, just kind of dotted around the sand and in like hung in the ceiling and embedded in the walls. But yes, there is a beached rowboat about right here. Made out of wood. Seems like it could probably hold like one person. I usually just skip it. The turtle leaves you alone as long as you don't go in the water.
My friend was in the water.
You spoke of
Was the
following slime or something.
it was like a shiny, oily kind of substance. Yeah.
Great
It's kinda-
adjectives.
Iridescent looking.
Hmm.
We weren't sure what it was.
Well,
Mhm.
it's not over here.
No,
Well, then just come this
we
way.
didn't. Well, my my friend has an issue with crystals and gems and things. he's kind of having a crisis at the moment, and we followed him this way to make sure he didn't hurt himself, and then he had a run in with the turtle. And I'm just kind of glancing over my shoulder back at Draco,
Hmm.
making sure he hasn't moved or
Nope.
anything.
Still as a statue.
Yep. But what are you doing down here? And I call her Granny in Furbolg. What are you doing down here, Granny?
She smiles when you say that. And just kind of like takes a deep breath and steps forward a little bit. My husband and I used to come down here a bit, and so every year or so, well, since he's passed, I come down alone just to think.
Hmm. So you don't live down here?
No.
Okay. Hmm. Was there anything other than the slime protecting the island?
Well, that was not slime. That was ooze. It was different. And but to be honest, I have no idea. I don't. I know to avoid the island.
Ah. Interesting. Okay. Well, we didn't mean to bother you if we bothered you. That was not our intention. I'm gonna go check on my friend real quick.
All right.
While
Well,
this is
yes. Go ahead.
going,
Yes.
yeah, while this is going on, I think I'd be looking at these boxes and
Mhm.
well, kind of keeping an eye on Draco. But yeah, stupid curiosity and all that sort of stuff. You know what they say about curiosity killing the tree.
Yes. Let's do this
Notoriously
first.
curious trees.
Let's get a D6 roll out of the way.
Oh no. I mean, yay.
Woo!
Can't wait.
All right, now Bex. Oh, good. Okay.
Okay.
Nice
So that's
one.
17. So 17 points to the pool.
That's what we had last time.
Wow.
So you can use that anytime. As needed.
Oh wait, yeah, that's how that works.
All right. So yes. Salix, you are looking at the boxes. Before I talk to you about that real quick, Draco, you're just kind of huddled.
Yeah, this is the only place safe of crystals at the moment.
And Zilis, I think, just a vantage point, you'd be aware Svamp is over talking. You would be able to hear. I would say all of the conversation. Salix, you would see Salix coming over here and investigating the boxes. So what would you be doing this minute or so?
Zilis or Loon or the
Zilis.
Oh. Mostly just I think Zilis would be kind of lost in this situation, not knowing how to help. So, probably just trying to be a calming presence for Draco. And just sitting next to him. Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good. Salix, again, you've got about a minute during this conversation. So what exactly are you doing over here?
So we've got three boxes. Two of them are smaller. One of them is larger, like the
Yep.
size of a tomb. Am I remembering correctly from last time?
A body could fit in
Probably
there.
like
Yeah, it's big
a
enough.
body
Yeah.
could fit in there. Okay. Are they sealed? Do they have noticeable lids? I kind of want to see what's going on with them. Look for any markings or identifiable features that would be of note, and then perhaps start poking at them a little bit.
Hmm. Okay. Let's do this. Roll me a perception.
Um, Still at disadvantage because I'm still sick.
10. Okay. All right. So that meets your passive. Okay. So what you would see, yeah, what you would see is boxes are generally speaking identical outside of size. They appear to be just blocks of stone. There's no obvious lid to any of them. They seem to be generally firmly on the ground, probably pretty heavy. But yeah, you don't really notice anything about them. Like there's no markings. If it was a sarcophagus of some kind, there would probably be a lid, but there's no lines to suggest that. It's just a solid cut piece of stone.
So it's either just a block or there's some really good craftsmanship going on here with seamless lids. Or magic, I suppose, is the other option.
Hmm.
Let's see here. Could I take my uh like my scimitar or something and kind of just knock on them to see what it sounds like?
Yes.
If it sounds hollow or if it sounds pretty solid.
Mm-hmm. So knocking on the stone blocks with your scimitar makes the same noise each block. You don't get a hollow sound, so it doesn't sound like anything is inside of these blocks.
Hmm.
Again, the beach itself, this island, is also covered in that sand. So you've got some sand over the bottoms of it. But yeah,
Mhm.
as far as overall, sounds solid.
And they don't look like they've been dragged here, right? You said there's like sand coming up the bottoms a little bit, so they look pretty well embedded.
There is no drag marks. You've got the recent tracks that you guys have made.
Mhm.
And it seems like there's other marks in here like footprints and stuff, but especially considering the other bodies that are here. But as far as like actual drag marks, uh, something to drag the stone here, no.
Does it look, if I were to look up at the ceiling, would I see anything that would make sense of them like falling?
uh no, the ceiling is very natural, so
Okay.
uh so no
There aren't three suspiciously
square,
similar rectangles.
yeah, no square
Cut out.
blocks to
Okay.
be seen.
So they've either been here for a very long time or uh, they've come up from the ground or they've been teleported.
Yeah, and they're
Or,
not necessarily
or
clean. I mean, at least over on the center one, on the right
Mhm.
side of it, you do see like smearing of blood. like a hand, like hand and fingerprints, but old, likely from those who are lying on the ground.
Tall are these things? Are they like a table and benches kind of height? Like it could be some sort of weird sacrificial table altar thing, or are they
Well,
all the same height?
yeah, like a table would suggest you could put your feet under it, and you really can't here. So,
Yeah, but like height wise.
yeah, yeah, I could see the center one being table height, maybe a little bit taller, and the other ones are shorter, but not like your normal uh chair height in comparison to the table height.
Okay, so the ratio isn't there for me to look at it
Mhm.
and immediately like put together, oh, this is a table and benches kind of thing.
It
Okay.
doesn't seem so. Yeah.
Okie
It could definitely be
dokie.
used for that, but you'd be kind of hunched over a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Fascinating. Okay. Well, presumably that will have probably taken up the time of the conversation. So,
Yes. So at this point, Svamp, you are making your way back. You see Salix investigating these boxes. Draco is hunched over on the ground. Zilis is kind of standing there awkwardly, comforting.
Hmm. How does one cover this situation? They don't exactly tell you in Druid school how to handle what to do when your computer has a panic attack. Um,
try turning it off and on again.
I don't know that you can do that to Draco.
I mean, you
Well,
press the button to turn me on.
Put it
oh. We're still in character. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Continue.
up.
I think we broke each other.
Oh.
Stop. Need stop.
D&D is a stupid game. Okay.
The only game on Earth where this is a normal-ish conversation.
um so I think I walk over, just kind of get, and I just sit on top of Draco. I just sit here. What are we gonna do about this, bud? Because you can't live in this cave forever. And we can't get you out because you're gonna turn into a giant turtle destroying Goliath. And I can't beat you if you're a giant turtle destroying Goliath. So we gotta figure something out. What are we gonna do about this?
Draco kind of uncovers one eye from his paw, looks at you, and then covers it back up and just sits there.
That's not an answer. And I tap him on the forehead with my staff. Hey,
Unit
sulky
Draco.
baby, come here. Hey.
Unit Draco.
Go
What
ahead and
does-
speak. I'm listening.
What do your records have to say about crystals?
Oh yeah, you got some memory banks.
Draco, how best to put this? Draco just sighs under his breath. His eyes are still covered by his paws. And he goes, I am sorry.
What are you sorry for?
This unit is defective.
Okay, elaborate.
This unit was not in control of his actions. This unit suggests termination of unit. This unit is a danger if he cannot control his actions.
Now. We've all got our flumps and flicks and stuff.
Unit Draco, direct your attention behind me, please.
Draco agrees, and he picks his head up enough to look.
What do you see?
Trick question or no?
No.
The
Well, I
corpses.
mean, I don't know. Maybe we'll find out.
Are these corpses still here, or did they vanish when the oozes popped out of them?
Oh, no, the corpses are still there.
I see corpses, and behind them water, and behind that water, you
What
just
do
see the
corpses indicate?
failure
Failure of what?
to thrive, to survive, to complete your tasks.
Corpses indicate flaws in the system. Flaws in the system of the world. And yet the world still goes on, even with the corpses. Termination is not always an option, nor should it be. Look, for instance, at this unit's mount. If you think you have flaws, just wait until you really and truly look under the covers. Many repairs were done, yes, but there are still issues. I do not think that losing control is always a bad thing.
But if this,
Sometimes it's what you need to learn more about the flaws in the system.
your words are logical, but I feel if I am unable to assist my party members, or if I should lose control again, others will pay the price for my actions.
What did you just do a few moments ago?
Okay, you're gonna have to be more specific than that.
There were a lot of things, yes, I suppose. In the water. What did you do? Just mere moments ago.
We were attacked by the large. Are turtles amphibians? I would think so, yes.
No,
Reptiles?
turtles are
Just
reptiles.
reptiles? I'm making sure. Attacked by the. I'm making sure because I feel
They're
like turtles are a
babies.
gray area.
I
They come out
can
of
fight off
eggs.
large amphibians. That's no problem. Reptiles are another thing.
Anyway, we fought the large snapping turtle.
And how did you perform?
Let's think. How the best way to describe that?
What was the result of your actions in that fight?
The turtle was eliminated.
A threat was eliminated. A potential flaw in the system of the world. Therefore, your flaws have indeed been equaled and balanced. The good things you do not get canceled out by your mistakes.
Are we really letting two robots talk about the sanctity of life?
Oh, just you wait. I'm up next.
And the necromancer talks about life. Okay.
I'm
I
not
don't know.
technically a necromancer.
You've necromanced a body. You're a necromancer.
Mhm.
It's official.
You,
Nothing you can do
you
about
the last of us, the body.
it. The last of us.
Anyway,
Just you wait till I level up. I have so many plans.
all right. Focus mode. Back to serious talk.
Uh
Anyway, repeat what you said, please.
Oh boy.
huh.
I'm trying to remember.
Something about how the good things you do are not canceled out by the bad things that you do. How your actions balance your flaws, kind of a thing. Something to that effect
Yeah,
is what I said.
Yeah. I was thinking of the last few words, but
Oh yeah.
I remember the large part of that.
I think it was that. I think the last thing I had said was that the good things you do are not canceled out by the bad.
Regardless, ally Salix, my actions have led to the party being placed in a dangerous situation, and my failure to control myself was the catalyst for such action. I cannot trust myself down here.
Zilis. Zilis?
Yes, sorry.
No worries.
I was caught in the moment, okay?
How does
Sorry.
how does this situation rate compared to the most dangerous you've ever been in?
This barely scratches the most dangerous thing I've been in.
Leader Svamp, how about for you?
Oh yeah, not even close.
We are part of the Adventurers Guild. This is the kind of adventure that we signed up for. Unexpected turns and twists in the path. Danger is not a concern for us.
But it is for me. My programming is specifically for the protection of the continent's inhabitants. You all consist of that what's the word I'm looking for?
Category.
Category. Yes, thank you.
Population?
Population category, one of the two. I'll go with category. You all fit into that
Categation.
category. Yes.
Populary.
You were all delegated to that population.
We've been relegated and delegated, folks.
Yep.
Salix is just going to kind of tilt the crown of his tree quizzically. How closely can you examine your programming?
Did we make a joke about me being C++?
Yeah. At least
Yes, I believe
once.
so. At least once.
Programming standards are questionable at best.
What does your programming have to say about the crystals?
The crystals are a blank slot. There is no true knowledge in my records about them. This is why it is suboptimal for me to be around them if I have no knowledge as to why they are affecting me so, but they seem to be ineffective against all of you.
Why might that be? What kinds of hypotheses are you able to? There's a word.
Determine.
Sure, determine.
This unit does not have many, if any, with any plausibility at the moment. This unit has found he has greatly been drawn to the quartz crystals in the area, regardless of their shape, size, or color. This unit has only been interacting with those and one other type of crystal slash gem, and that was a sapphire used for friend rock.
May he rest in peace.
He will be rebuilt stronger than ever.
Oh, no.
Do you know how to contact your creator?
Negative. This unit was first activated by friend Svamp here in Sydund. This unit is unaware of his birth location, creation location.
Was your creator not the one who delivered the crystal? Or rock?
Not to this unit's knowledge. This unit is not aware of who his creator is.
My apologies, I must be misremembering. um, who was that guy then?
I was just what was he? Someone from the Adventurers Guild or Research Guild?
Merchants Guild.
Yeah, that's it.
He was like an intaker, so he seemed to be a guy. His name was Reed, by the way. Seemed to be a part of the deal maker to bring the units in. Draco in particular was a prototype, so there is no history about him. It's very likely that he never got used.
This unit's
I thought
earliest
the Reed guy had
memory.
something to do with his creation, so
No.
I must have just been misremembering.
No, you're good. This unit's first memories were of friend Swamp, Moira, and Shinichi, and the captain of the guard here in Sydund awakening him in a dark room.
When put like that, man, sounds like quite the time. This unit surmises there must be a purpose to your fascination with the crystals. Perhaps it is a relation to your draconic aversion or your draconic relation. Perhaps it is a feature of your programming to seek something in particular which has not been duly specified.
You suggest I have hidden objectives.
Don't we all?
Draco just kind of tilts his head in thought from his position. Friend Swamp is still just sitting on his back.
Oh yeah,
Kicking her feet. No, just
doing all the kickies. Do, 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 do.
Your suggestion has merit, but this unit is still unsure how he should go about the more immediate task of not becoming subject to his unwitting fascination with gemstones and crystals.
I'm going to reach into my bag and pull out one of the crystals that I'd grabbed from the pile that he'd
Draco
stripped
immediately
away.
sits up, knocks Swamp off, and backs away like a startled dog.
Hey, excuse you.
Unit Draco, what are you feeling right now? What is your take on this crystal in this moment?
So Draco is feeling a lot of things just seeing this crystal so close to him. The first thing is fear, revulsion, and more palpable feelings based on the fact that he's failed in being able to control himself like he thought he would be able to after his first incident, which nearly led to his death. The other is somewhere deep in the robotic lizard brain he has. Pretty,
Robot monkey.
shiny want. Currently, he is very focused on not wanting it, so he is basically huddled up against the boxes behind him.
Put away rock, please. Put away rock, please.
You ever wonder what a Warforged shivered like?
Yeah, all of the metal just kind of. Yep.
Salix is just going to kind of tilt his head again.
Salix, put away the rock, please.
Your fear seems to be more of a flaw than your fascination with the crystal.
Salix, put away the rock, please.
I'm just going to look at Swamp for a brief second and then turn back to Draco.
While you turn away to look at her, if you would pay close attention to Draco's eyes, they will slit like a reptile's.
Give me 1 second here to think about how I'm going to phrase this next question.
The low hissing sound begins.
This unit thinks there is much more about you that is far more flawed than your fascination. I'm going to cover the crystal and stick it back in my pouch.
If I may, I'm like glaring at Salix, like shut up, robot. For like a second.
Draco is actively glaring at Salix's bag.
Uh-huh. May I show you something, Draco?
Draco, after everything he's been with you, he's been with you since the beginning, Swamp.
Mm-hmm.
He trusts you the most.
Mm-hmm.
Not downplaying them, but you've just been with him since his technical birth.
Mm-hmm.
So he looks at you and not taking his eyes off Salix's bag at the moment. He goes, "Friend Swamp, what do you require?" Still kind of shaking, huddled against the crate or whatever it is.
Yeah. So I sit down in front of you because I've been kicked off. And
Fear, it does the craziest things.
See if B.E.A.R.D lets me do this. And I put my hands out and I expose my spores for a moment. I'm not going to make them like active. I just make them visible that around my hands. If that's a thing I can do.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. I am a circle of spores druid. When I became a circle of spores druid, I didn't know how to control my spores. I had to learn so that I did not hurt people around me. I was dangerous for a while to anyone within my immediate vicinity. You too can learn not to be dangerous to the people within your vicinity. It takes time and effort and vigilance, but you can learn to control. And I then make my spores disappear. They are still there. They are always there. But no one can see them. But they are always there.
So Draco sees this. He listens to your words. The edge is taken off. He's not freaked up against the crate anymore, but he's still just kind of sitting there, his tail wrapped around his front paws with his head hanging kind of defeated. And he says, but friend Svamp, I fear Unit Salix might be more correct than he is letting on. I am flawed. From my understanding of Warforged and interactions with Unit Salix, and from what others have told me, I should not be the way I am.
I'm a druid. I am supposed to be obsessed with all things that are living. All things that are full of life. Greenery, the forest, wildlife, deer and squirrels and flowers. I am obsessed with mushrooms and decay and rot and things that grow from the dead. Most of the druids that I know are wood elves or snow elves. To them,
Yes.
I am flawed. I am a weirdo, a freak. Why would I go for Circle of Spores instead of Circle of the Moon? Why would I choose to study and learn how to make mold and fungus warp itself into some undead thing that can follow me around instead of just shifting into a magnificent elk? I am flawed and weird and backwards. Do you see me wandering around being ashamed of who I am? Or do I walk up to every stranger I know and offer them a mushroom? Because I have those just on my person, growing off of my fabric. Flaws aren't a bad thing. They make us who we are. If we didn't have flaws, we would be boring. We would be all the same. We would be just drones, all doing the exact same thing, the exact same way, all the time. Embrace your flaw. Figure out why it is. Make it work to your advantage. Don't let it run you. And run with it instead.
So Draco hears you. He calmly walks up to you, sits in front of you. As close as you are, I assume it's like 1 or 2 steps at most.
Oh, yeah.
And he just places the top of his head against your torso and says, but how do I do this? These emotions I have, I don't understand them. I'm not supposed to have them, but I don't get it. How do I go on? What do I do? How do I learn?
Well, you take it one day at a time. And you know that you have others who support you, who don't mind. in the village I grew up in, it's a bunch of hardworking furbolgs who live in a rough terrain and work very hard to survive. I'm kind of a weirdo there too, surprisingly enough. But my family loves me and supports me and cares for me. So my being a weirdo was made easier day by day because I knew that even if I didn't think that I was doing well, they thought I was fine. So know, for one, that the people that are closest to you don't really mind. We think that you're doing fine. And then take it a day at a time. Don't worry about tomorrow or next week or next month. Worry about today.
You feel Draco shudder against you as his head's against your chest. And somehow you hear a robot sobbing. Just
Aw.
Salix
quiet
off to the door,
sobbing.
just kidding.
Just quiet sobbing right into your chest. And saying, I appreciate this, Friend Swamp. I don't know what I'll do or how I'll do it, but thank you. And I'm sorry again that I made you all do all this.
Ah. You're okay.
Draco leaps and hugs Swamp.
Oh god, you're heavy. Oh jeez. Oh Lord.
Just like a big dog over the shoulders with his paws.
You're made out of metal. I have to inform you. Hi.
They're just
Yeah, he's a
watching.
little lighter. He's missing a chunk from when the when the
Yeah,
turtle
currently big hole in shoulder.
bit him.
Uh,
Hi, bud. I'm glad you're feeling better. Hello.
Draco happily gets off. He's still crying a bit, which is odd to see on a robot, but you can see the fluid around his eyes.
Yeah.
But he's smiling now. He thanks everyone.
I love the idea that Zilis has just been sitting there playing the violin and providing a background
like-
score
like-
this whole
and
thing.
Like
Omnia.
coffee shop music.
Just a background smooth jazz.
I am providing the background music to the scene. Don't worry. Look up and oh, you're down now. I put my violin away.
Unit Draco,
Yes, Unit Salix.
you are still the only one of us who can enter the water. Would you like to do the honors of looting the turtle?
Can I take its shell?
Well, let's take a step back real quick.
Hi, Beard. How have you been?
We've
Hi,
been
I'm
having
very good.
emotions.
Have you been enjoying this
doing-
excellent roleplay?
I've been doing things, yes. Here's my question. So, if we're going by real time, that was like a half an hour.
Sweet, we're almost
so
done with water.
How
walk.
long would you guys have wanted to spend here? Because you know, realistically, some of you are still hurt, not as hurt, but still hurt after taking your potions. So would you want to take a short rest here and use the
Yeah,
full
for
hour
sure.
to do so?
That sounds lovely.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. So before we move on, let's go ahead and we'll take the hour. And everyone can go ahead and roll their hit die and take a short rest.
Okay.
If you don't remember how to do this, in your character sheet underneath hit dice, you have got a short rest button, and that pulls up a little modal It allows you to roll your hit die, and then you can also you hit the rest button once you're done. And it should automatically be adding this to your health.
Yep.
I mean, it won't
Oh,
for
did
me.
I do
but
it wrong? No, yeah, I did it wrong. Does that fix my spells? No.
No, I did.
Not
Yeah, I
unless
don't.
you're secretly a warlock.
Yeah, I don't recall who gets short rest spells back. Clerics, I think, do.
Do
But it's
they?
been a while. It's been a while since I've played.
Definitely not an artificer.
Druids, it is a long rest.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But at least you get
Yeah, I'd
you
kind
get
of
some health
like
back.
to.
Mm-hmm.
I
You
kind
can
of
use
rather
as
not sleep
many.
down here.
Yeah, you can use as many hit die as you'd like, not just one.
I technically didn't need to use any, but I did it for the experience. Now I know how.
Yeah.
For when the next
Oh,
battle
I
comes
see.
along and they all take a
Definitely
few
use
steps
another one.
back and leave me at the front to finally take some hits.
So I'm good.
Look, I'm the
I'm good to
rogue.
use
I'm supposed to
multiple.
be the one in the shadows.
Yes, you can use all of them if you'd prefer.
I hope
I'm gonna
not.
do one more.
I just want to get to
Yeah, that's
semi close
okay.
to full health. 49 should be plenty at the moment, hopefully.
48.
As long as these things don't take 28 damage out of me a bite.
So throughout that, you guys would be aware, just if you're kind of looking around, the old lady left pretty early on in the conversation. So as soon as
Aw,
Svamp
Granny.
had walked away, had walked back to wherever it is that she came from, and
She had a big roll of her eyes and just huffed. Sappy
These
kids.
daggone kids and their dang blabbing emotions.
Which,
but
by the way,
an
I
hour
looked at my
did
sheet
go
and it's out.
by, so everyone would lose, I believe, the water walk.
Finally!
Woo!
Go
Oh, look,
splash
the turtle.
around, you goldfish.
How,
Yes!
would this have any effect on our poison from that stupid dead body?
No.
Ah, man.
Let me
How
let
doth
me
one get rid of poison?
Antidote.
one second. So
Just be
the
poisoned
quick
forever.
way, yeah, the quick way is with a spell. I don't recall what it's called.
Oh. Cure disease or remove disease.
I
or
should have.
something?
I should have
It's
asked
like
this
lesser
beforehand.
restoration. Yeah, lesser restoration would do it.
Oh,
Mm.
wow. We're screwed.
But otherwise, yes, I believe the poison will likely last until you take a long rest.
I should have asked this beforehand, but we'd never keep an inventory of like what mushrooms I have, so I don't know that we could do this.
Well,
But,
you know
like,
what? Let me
Could
let
I
me do
have a
this.
mushroom for this?
I'm gonna say no, but let's.
Okay.
I'm gonna do this. So this is where like a 6 on the D6 roll would come into play. But you guys, you guys spent a lot of time and talked amongst yourselves and had a bit of a moment here. Go ahead, Svamp and Salix. Go ahead and roll a Constitution saving throw with advantage.
Ooh, okay.
If you pass, then you will no longer be poisoned.
Constitution saving throw with advantage.
Off to a good start.
Oof.
Please just save points from the
Indeed.
pool.
Yeah, take points from the pool. How many do we need?
I don't.
We have
Yeah, I don't
5
know.
each.
Yeah, I don't remember. And
We
I'm
had
not seeing it in my
17.
notes. No, I'm not seeing what the DC was. So I would
Oh.
say that
Oh.
Salix, you will pass. So Svamp, go ahead and if you want to use 3 points from the pool.
I will use
It's a
3
match
points from the pool
Please.
because I am sick
Please.
of rolling with disadvantage.
I like that you're both puking your guts out while we're having this conversation as
Oh.
well.
No,
You're both
Poison
deeply
doesn't-
ill.
poison doesn't really affect me all that much, actually. Other than rolling with disadvantage, like I'm mushroom girl. I'm not particularly affected.
There's like
Except
a little
just
bit
initially.
of queasiness there. Yeah, there's a little bit
Yeah,
of queasiness
I'm
there.
I'm
But
a bit nauseous occasionally if I move too quickly. Like I'm like,
I'm a tree.
that's
I don't
great.
I don't really know how it affects me, but I'm sure it does somehow.
You get a little bit of vertigo sometimes. Yeah.
It's really hijacking your
Alright.
photosynthesis.
There you
So,
go.
again,
leaves feel
you
funny.
guys were on this island, chit-chatting for the last hour. Anything else you'd be doing besides taking part in the conversation and relaxing?
I would like to know about the bodies, like the things about them, but
I probably would have been keeping an eye on my undead friend to see, because this is the first undead I've ever risen, to see what he does if I'm not giving him orders, like see if he's like stumbling around or if he just
No, he's just like standing there. He's
is he just like standing and swaying?
yeah, it's just
You
there's
could
a
have
little
had-
Bob action happening.
you could have had him come over and reassure Draco.
I'm sure that would have been
yeah.
super helpful.
This unit has been terminated, and now look at me. I am a danger to everyone.
I'm great. I've never felt this free. Whee.
No, hush, go away.
Free from societal constraints.
I don't
Okay.
have to wear a shirt in Little Caesars. Wee.
No shirt, no shoes.
Little
I still
Caesars,
get
Jesus.
service.
No shirt, no shoes, no problem.
Okay. Let's do
Anyway.
this.
Sorry.
We need to stop.
Sorry. Yeah, Beard's gonna kill us.
I mean, Little Caesars is just an entryway. It's just not even like a.
Oh,
Okay,
we still have-
perception check.
We still have the poison thing, so it's still trying to.
Oh, it didn't roll mine.
Oh yeah, my fault,
Oh.
my fault, my fault. I'll take that off.
It didn't matter.
It didn't matter.
Davida, I couldn't have rolled worse even if I had disadvantage.
my perception check glitched too.
Okay, everybody re-roll perception. Just do it normally.
Okay.
Everybody,
hallelujah.
Yeah,
Okay.
everybody.
Thank you.
All right, so we got 11 from Draco, 13 from Zilis. Salix has a 15,
That's so much better than it was
and
before.
Svamp has a 22. Whoa!
I
All right.
see all.
Draco's eyes are currently fogged up.
Aw.
Need some
So,
windshield wipers.
so the snappy turtle is still there, just under the water, a good 15 feet ish down. But yeah, still there. The blood on top of the water, on top of the surface, is mostly gone by this point. It's the movement of the water takes it. Okay. So a few things, Svamp, that you will notice. You were very interested in that conversation. However, you did have I did have an opportunity to kind of peek around. You would notice the stone blocks that are present next to you. There is a little bit of a lip underneath the central one that you would notice that the sand is not covering, and you see just a little bit of wood underneath it. Just kind of
I'm
poking
sure
out there.
that was covered, and then Draco mooshed it off when he cowered back again. That's not my own
He
bad
scooched it.
perception that I couldn't see that.
He-
That's
He
totally
scooched it for sure. Yeah.
definitely.
Salix and Svamp, you would also both be aware that first, you're not hearing any sounds from the old lady the entire time, but starting about like 5 minutes ago, you're hearing like a little bit of croaking and some splashing coming this general direction.
My
So
friends
to
are
the
back.
left, near the water. Or if you follow that water path, that seems to be where they're going, where that sound's coming from. But yeah, just like a little bit of splashing sounds and some croaking.
Unit Draco. After all of that, do you perhaps have a frog in your throat?
I don't know. Is there a tiny Salix in there too?
I'm going to cause a
No. The
murder.
Salix will be in the frog's throat. The frog will be in your
Okay.
throat,
To
and
commit
you'll be in
Oh
the
my
turtle
goodness.
shell.
murder.
Oops.
Okay.
What kind of Russian stacking doll is this?
An unfortunate one.
And
Anyway.
real quick, I see to interject one thing. The bodies definitely seem not adventurers. Definitely seems like normal people attire, but the bodies are very old.
Are they so old you cannot determine cause of death?
I would say it would be, oops, I didn't mean to move that guy. Very apparent that the guy down below, dang it. I'm gonna move the zombie over here. This dude a long time ago, like years and years and years. These two aren't as old, but you lose everything as far as like, are they human? Are they elven? It's definitely like human
Are they
size.
covered in maggots?
No, I would say the skin is very dry. The skin is very dry.
Like they've been sucked of all their water.
Yeah, so
That's not
probably like
gross.
6 to 8. Well, 6. Yeah, about 6
They
months.
just need some
Ish.
moisturizer.
Yeah.
They
Just knock them
need
off
Pick
into
them
the
back
water.
in the water. It'll be fine. They've just been freeze dried. They'll reconstitute.
Well, I don't think the ooze left anything for them, so.
Yeah, the ooze definitely took quite a bit from what you can guess.
They just need some shea butter and aloe vera. It's fine.
I hate the implications.
I can't believe it's not shea butter.
Please. I don't have any more business on this island. Nothing I can think of is important for this island at the moment.
Yeah, so you could go for the snapping turtle if you'd like, but again, it is on the bottom of the water, which is at
If
least 20 feet
only
down.
we had a swimming fishman who could potentially help.
I'm just over by the edge of the water, like dipping my toes in to make sure I can actually touch it now.
I want to turn the shell into a boat.
Huh? He's gonna walk up right next to me.
Better armor. What are you talking about?
You want me to take the shell off of the turtle? Is that what you're asking?
I will jump in with you and hollow out this shell.
All right. With
I don't know how. I have claws.
Turtle meat
I just
sells
hold
for
up
on
a
the
claw.
Okay. Well, I actually have a swim speed, so I know I'll be able to do it without disadvantage.
I mean, I could just walk on the ground.
And
I'm joking. I'm
yeah,
joking through all of this.
I don't remember what holding breath is, but if you were to go down there to carve off the shell, I mean, you can carve off like the top part of the shell. What do you have as far as your inventory? What would be your cutting device? Dagger,
me?
short sword, probably.
Okay.
Oh, me? Probably one of
Yeah.
my daggers. I got 2 of those, so
Yeah.
I could break one if I needed to.
Yeah.
But I can breathe underwater, and
Yes.
Draco can.
Blub,
I don't need
Draco
air.
cannot breathe.
Mm-hmm.
Draco doesn't need air.
He can't breathe. Period.
Draco requires no air. He can just walk down there.
Yeah, I would say gathering the shell would definitely be possible and take about 10 minutes. Well, about 5 minutes to cut it off. But doable for the two of you. The issue is
How to
carrying
transport.
it out. Yeah, it'd be carrying it out.
Can we leave it and come back for it at a later date?
Yeah, because like right now, your way out of here is climbing a rope, I think. And
I'm still hoping we find a teleportation circle somewhere.
Yeah.
If we find that, we'll come back for it. I think the best idea is leave Turtle Shell for now, as much as I want it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Leave Turtle Shell for now and focus on little elderly Elvin Sunny.
Okay.
Also, was you said something about wooden something under the stone boxes here?
Oh yeah, Svamp and Svamp would notice it.
Mhm.
Just a little peak of wood underneath that central box.
Me and my new friend are gonna go diggy hole.
Diggy hole.
I have heard that song more times than I would like to admit.
Friend Swamp, do you require assistance?
I have assistants. His name is
Jeffrey.
Full diggy.
because that's the only noise he makes.
His name is Brr. Would you ask Brr? Like help?
I mean, I guess. I was gonna put him to work though. I've never made an undead. I want to see what all I can make him do.
I'm just watching your little cursor vibrate over it.
So we could say this is all happening at the same time. We'll say that Draco and Zilis are looking out into the water of the turtle shell, discussing pros and cons of snagging it. While that's occurring, Svamp, you've got the zombie with you, and you have the zombie starting to move away the sand, and he will do so.
I would like to check the bodies for anything worth looting. I'm sure there's nothing, but just in case.
You found a scarf. Now
Perfect.
you can make a fashion statement.
Svamp, your zombie will move away some of the sand. And yeah, there seems to be it seems to be on top of a wooden platform of some kind.
Okay.
But you can't really dig down. Like it's solid earth and stone underneath you, past the sand.
Okay.
So, but yes, this particular one seems to be on some kind of a wooden platform of sorts.
Okay, so I need to move the box then.
Yes.
Yes.
And I would say it would be logical for you to ask the zombie to move the box, and attempts to do so are unsuccessful. Way too heavy.
Okay, so can I attempt to move the box? Because I would assume I am stronger than this bag of bones that I've reanimated.
Yes, and with you and the zombie working together to move this block of stone, unsuccessful. Possibly, if you get someone else involved, you could do so. Now, before we do that, Salix,
Mhm.
yeah, nothing. There's really nothing on these bodies. The clothes are all tattered. There's they've got some short swords, but rusty.
Yeah.
Doesn't even seem like they had
Cool,
armor.
cool.
So, yeah.
Alrighty. Well, I'm glad I checked.
Okay, so Draco, Zilis, you guys have decided to move on. Salix, you've investigated the body and decided to move on. Svamp and Zombie cannot move this stone.
Draco offers to help.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, it's like so
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah.
I can just imagine bursting out in dance. But anyway,
Wow,
Apologies.
your
Apologies.
violin-
Apparently, it's 9 o'clock. My bad. I really gotta
No, I
turn that off.
It is.
anyway, Draco helps Swamp and Ugg.
Thank you. Appreciated.
Just because I want to I want to see this.
Oh boy.
Let's get athletic rolls from the two of you. And we'll add a little bit for the zombie as well. 23 and 7 plus the zombie. You're able to budge. You're able to move this crate off to the side.
Who just can't get a grip.
Yeah, unfortunately, I like to put these things on the map so that I can easily move them. But I guess when I made this map, I didn't. I actually put them on the map. But underneath this appears to be a wooden platform with a handle.
Ooh, it's a trapdoor.
Yes, it appears to be so.
So while y'all are
And
uncovering,
it's mainly it's mainly on this one side. It's only about 2 feet square. But yes, you were able to budge the center stone block, and you see a trapdoor.
that's a
Oh.
tiny door.
Voting for Ugg to open it.
Yes, but also can I detect some magic first?
It's your
Because I
bingo
have
cards,
that as
people.
an innate. I have that as an innate ability.
I'm voting on possible explosion.
Me, purple magic.
I don't see any statues around, so I think we might be safe.
So, my
All
question
right.
is,
Zombie opens up the trapdoor, and inside is a potato sack size
I wanted to detect magic
bag.
first.
Correct, and you have done so, and you are not sensing any magic
Okay.
anywhere around you. 30 feet
Okay, cool.
outside of the usual.
Everybody here.
Yeah,
Well,
like whoever's got magic stuff on them, obviously. But yes, particular items
Wait.
within this box, no. But yes, it is a potato sack size pouch, bag, and yes, Zilis, it is magic, tech magic, would sense it. Yes.
Okay, that's fine.
And yeah. It's not fully closed. There are some gold coins popping out of it. However, as you peek in and move with coins around. You're seeing that they are not coins that you have seen before. They are definitely gold. There's definitely at least 3,000 coins here, gold coins. But the emblem on them is different than what you have seen, probably from a past society. But Svamp, you've been here for a long time. You haven't seen this. It is in the center of this coin is an eye.
Ooh.
Just engraving of of an eye.
Interesting. Huh. Okay.
What you got in there?
Coins that are out of mint? I don't. I like hold one up in the air, like, look, what?
Huh.
Because I assume I'm
So-
down in the hole. Like, look, where? Have you
Draco
seen
grabs
one? I've never
Draco
seen
grabs it and examines it. Does Draco know
Single
anything?
coin or the pouch?
The
Just
coin.
one coin that I'm holding up.
Uh,
I've never seen a coin like
I
this.
mean, it looks like standard fare gold pressed coin. But yeah, just the symbol on it is just odd, and I would say that no one recognizes it.
Okay.
But mm, mm, I mean, we do have a mixed audience here. But Svamp and Zilis, you both are natives. Neither of you recognize it. Draco and Salix, you're relatively new. You don't recognize it either. So it's definitely old.
Mhm.
But what
Salix
it's
is
attributed
going
to,
to,
neither of you remember.
Salix is going to curiously kind of poke around the sand at the base of this other small one up at the top here to kind of see whether or not, just a little bit of digging will reveal a similar kind of situation of something being underneath it.
Hmm. I don't know. We'll have to see if anybody in the guild knows. When we get back to Sydund, and I climb out of the hole with the pouch.
Yeah, the hole is maybe 3 foot deep, so it's not really a big climb, and that's all that's in there. It's just a large pouch.
You
Well,
want to have the
what do you-
zombie take it out of the hole? That way, if the pouch is trapped. Because that's never happened before. Just, natural caution. I've seen a play or two,
like that now that I have a zombie, he's like our errand boy. Like you do it. We're cowards.
I mean, I could
you
mage hand it, but I don't want to cast
you've
mage
got
hand.
well, mage hand probably would not be able to carry it. I believe
Oh,
3,000
dang.
coins is much heavier than 30 pounds. But the zombie, you've got him for 24 hours. You might as well use him.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. Let him.
But at this point, you guys, I think this would be very apparent. Not just those who heard the croaking before. Croaking is still there for those who heard it. And I think everyone else would hear that as well. But you're always also hearing more splashes and laughter coming
Okay,
from
so this is an insane asylum.
the west. Yes.
I mean,
it sounds like people playing in the water.
Okay, that's not
And
creepy.
let's go ahead and take a break here.
Of course.
This is fine.
Okay.
All right.
5-minute break. Get a drink. Get snacks or whatever you do. Close your eyes. That's fine too.
Close your eyes and prepare for
No. Okay,
No,
bye.
please stop.
Loon, I'm going to have to drive up there and commit murder.
Don't worry, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. Maybe try to find a snack. So it'll be quiet.
Snacks are good.
You'll be fine. Don't worry.
Okay.
have returned. Is anybody else here?
Hello.
Ah, man, somebody can stop the ubby-dubby.
I'm not going to stop the ubby-dubby, but I also am just not going to interact with the ubby-dubby.
Oh, dear. This session, man.
Emotions. Draco has a lot of them. He doesn't know why, but he does.
I mean... something teenage angst, I don't know. Terrible twos.
Probably closer to terrible twos, but with knowledge of 35.
There's a lot of emotions with. Definitely did not expect super deep philosophical.
What circle are you?
Circle of land, I want to say. Hold on, I can find out this information. I have a character sheet. Maybe it says on there. Maybe it doesn't. Who knows? Features.
I'm really curious because I would think that talk would have come from a circle of moon or something before you. But at the same time, who am I to question a druid on life or death?
Question me on death. Question Svamp on life. Trust us on the opposites, and it's all
I
good.
just love how we had like a 20-minute conversation of two robots discussing the sanctity of life.
Well, you know, I have history that may be slowly bubbling to the surface in weird ways.
I have history that's apparently bubbling up in panic attacks.
Right? Uh-huh. Oh gosh, that's... Facts. Where do I see what circle I am?
So...
I'm pretty sure I'm... Oh, here we go. I found it under features, passive abilities. Way down in like the bottom third. Circle of the land.
Oh, interesting. I have never played a Circle of the Land, so I know nothing.
I have never played anything before, so
Yeah.
I also know nothing.
Okay.
Well, this is my first time playing a druid that isn't Circle of the Moon, so...
Ah, sure.
Circle of the Moon might be a little OP. So, it's usually what people go for.
I
very
solidly built this character for lore purposes without any like game knowledge or whatever going into play. Except I think I at one point I chose perception as like a thing to be good at because everybody was always failing perception checks and I'm like, I want to do better.
Yeah,
And then I won that one that thankfully Beard's like, oh, everybody just reroll that. That's fine.
I wanted to step out of my comfort zone, but not so far out of my comfort zone that I would be completely useless.
I didn't have a comfort zone.
Well,
I like-
and so like the first few episodes, you would have seen me doing quite a bit more wild shaping than I do now, because now that I'm more comfortable doing Circle of Spores, I'm like, why would I turn into a critter? I have spores. Like, nonsense.
Why would I turn into an
Yes.
animal when I can just have death do it for me?
Yes.
I'm so excited for my next level up. Oh,
Yeah, Circle of Spores is very, very interesting. But yeah, Moon Druid is all I've ever played. And I only chose Moon Druid because, like, I didn't understand why it was so difficult for all of the other druids to turn into things. Moon Druid, it's like bonus action, and like most druids, you have to wait till like level 20 or whatever to get as far as the Moon Druid can get, like in, I don't know, 6th level or something.
Oh yeah.
Crazy.
They level up super quick and easy. Yeah. As far
Yeah.
as like what you can turn into.
Yeah,
I'm so excited
challenge
for my
rating
next
limit.
level though. Oh, I unlock a thing.
I can't remember what Arcane Tricksters unlock at 6. I don't think it's much.
Level 6 and
Actually-
level 10.
What about it?
Oops, sorry. Well, level 6 for me is fungal infestation, and then level 10 is spreading spores.
Ooh. Wait, I'm gonna grab my player's handbook. I want to find out. I want to know what I'm capable of.
And then level 14 is when I just turn into a god, I guess.
You're about 6 levels off of that, but okay.
I'm level 5 right now, so.
Yes, that is accurate. Oop, didn't mean to click him. Yes, level 5. I think everyone's level 5 but Salix. All right.
course, that's
So, yes, where we left off. Actually, Salix, you said perception. I want to look at this again. Yes, okay, your passive is back to 15. When you were poisoned, it was down to 10. I thought that was odd.
Yeah, no, that does make sense. I did think that 10
Okay.
sounded a little low, but I
Yeah.
wasn't going to question the numbers.
Okay. So where we left off, you guys are on the island determining what you are doing. You hear laughter and splashing coming from the water off to the west. So the tunnel that you guys had come in from is what you're hearing now. Waterwalk is gone. Again, I think that only lasts an hour.
Yeah. Yes, I can go in water now. Much praise, yes.
So,
Am I capable
yeah.
of swimming, or am I just stranded on this island forever?
There's
You have a bridge.
I mean, the bridge
you could
leads
always
to old
attempt
lady's house.
Yeah. Well, so okay. So yeah, you guys have some choices here. You could head to old lady's house, which may or may not end up in that little cave that you had looked up from when you were at the mineral pool. You could swim up to the back to where you had started, which was that sandy beach, which is where the slime trail had started, or you could go across to the south. You've got some choices here. But there was no boat over here, so yes, you would have to get into the water, Salix, and everyone else, for that matter. And just to confirm, I believe a water walk can only be cast once a day. Yes.
I still have my wild shape for today, so I could turn into something that could vary.
You're gonna become a whale?
That wasn't the plan. I was
Okay.
thinking
Well-
slightly smaller than a whale, but you know.
Yeah. Well, druids have some limitations which are really jank. So I don't know if you have swim speed. But what you do have is a rowboat. If you want to take the rowboat.
Wasn't the
Steal the old
rowboat
lady's
over here?
rowboat.
Yeah, the rowboat was over here, so you would have to go over the bridge to get to it, but you know.
Could
Svamp's
I
already done that
go
halfway.
onto the? Could I go onto the bridge some to see if I can see anybody, whatever is causing that ruckus?
Yeah.
Like,
Well, maybe. Yeah, maybe.
You can go on
Move
the
up.
bridge, whether or not you
Move
can
up.
see anything.
Yeah, move up 1 square. You can see right here what appears to be giant frogs.
Oh boy, there's your
But you
amphibians.
do not.
Okay.
You do not see where the splashing and laughter is coming from. It seems to be coming from just out of view.
Okay, so good
But the
news,
frogs
bad
do not
news.
seem concerned by it. Yeah, I would say there's two frogs there.
Good news, it's just frogs. Bad news, they're not the ones having fun.
They're depresso frogs.
Okay, and real quick, Svamp, I was wrong. Apparently, at 4th level, you do get swim speed.
Ha!
Just no
Ooh.
flying speed.
Ha! I'd still
Let's-
prefer to take the rowboat for Friendo so I
Yeah.
can save Critter for later.
Yeah,
if
the
necessary.
rowboat probably could fit two people comfortably. Any more would be a bit much.
Okay, so
I walk
We
on
need-
the bottom of the water. You swim. Salix is in the rowboat with Swamp.
I can swim. The question is, what's the plan? Because rowboat's great and all, and we can go back to where we came from, or we can go down this way. But there's also the case of the old lady up top, and whatever is down here. We
Yes.
have.
Let me rephrase. Because I don't think I made this clear. The water movement is going west to east.
Okay, so rowboat's only gonna work in one direction.
Well, it's
Unless
mean,
you
not super
row
fast.
Row it.
really hard.
Yeah,
you
it's
just
not-
hang
it's
me
not
off
super
the back
fast.
and I'll just hang me off the back and I'll spin my treads and
Meow. Yeah.
speedboat.
Also, I think I have a shovel that I can use as an oar, so I can row the rowboat.
I would say there's oars there
Yeah,
too.
oars
for
and
the
things.
rowboat.
Okay,
I can row
that's
the
nice.
rowboat.
Old senile elf lady thinks she's down here alone, so she leaves the oars with it. But apparently, there's laughter and frogs and dead people. So, like, really, she shouldn't be as trusting with her
I have
oars.
I have a question, Beard.
Mhm,
The
mhm, mhm,
laughter, does it? This is gonna make it sound creepy. Is it like children's laughter, or does it like sound like adults? I don't know which is
Is this
worse.
Horror
but-
movie laughter? Like, what? Explain the laughter.
Does it have
Yes.
Is
Does it have a
maniacal?
mermaid choir? Does it have a mermaid kind of laughter?
No, I would say Zilis, it
have the
reminds you of
pirates'
kids. It reminds you of
Okay.
like kids having fun. However, the voices are deeper. So adults, but like having kid-like
Okay.
fun, I guess.
Weren't
Okay.
there lizard things down here somewhere?
There were frogs. They're coming towards us, by the way.
Yeah.
That-
Earlier, we fought lizard
Just
things, didn't we?
Yeah.
Uh,
Yes. To
troglodytes.
clarify,
Troglodytes?
the frogs were just chilling on the beach. They weren't moving.
Okay,
towards
they're
it.
not coming after us. They're just
They're over
They're
here-ish somewhere.
yeah, they're down the tunnel
Or
we came
Down the
from.
tunnel? Okay.
Yeah, so either we go so where are we headed? Old lady, downstream, upstream, or to area we have no idea about.
I mean, the
I
old
think-
lady at least seemed nice.
She did seem nice. I think she is here to spend time in remembrance of her husband. I think we should leave her be and let her
Okay.
do that.
What if she
I
knows about
think
the
we
coins?
should
Can we
continue our
fair, did
mission
we-
of
Go ahead.
Hmm?
Go ahead with what you're
I
saying.
think we think we should continue our mission of following the iridescent, shiny stuff in the water, and then after we figure out what that is, if we want to double back and come back this way, we can.
Side note,
Yep.
did we just dig up her husband's grave?
No,
It was just coins.
Well,
Unless her husband
she,
well, yeah,
she
well,
doesn't
yeah.
come on this island has been here before she was here. She doesn't come on this island.
Elves are old. Elves could be real old, and she was old.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
there are
getting
things
at.
older than elves, though.
Are there?
Technically, you didn't dig up a
Yes.
grave though. You just moved a stone block to the side.
Yeah.
And found the
I don't know people's traditions.
Yeah.
So
The zombie
I'm a
has the gold
furbolg. I
coins,
live
right?
about the same age as elves do.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Yeah.
The
When I called her granny, that's
zombie-
because she's about the same age as my granny.
the zombie has the gold coins, correct? The pouch.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
All right, very good. Thank you. All right, so yeah, you guys have choices. You can go walk through Granny's house, or living area, temporary living area, to get back to where you guys had come from, or you could swim/boat/walk towards the laughter that you're hearing, or head in a completely different direction. But if you were following that slime, you've already been down here for an hour. I do believe Svamp had excavated an area. Not excavated.
I
You did
had
something.
considered closing in and then decided not to, and then created a chaos.
This spot over here.
I think what we had done
Yeah.
was I had put up an illusion to hide that.
That was in a previous cave. So down over
Okay.
here, way to the left.
Yes.
That spot right there, Svamp had been going to move Earth to block off that spot because there's a bunch of crystals down here, supposedly.
Oh,
and she didn't want Draco to stumble into that spot, and other things happened instead. So we ran off the other way. But in the end, I don't think she ended up deciding to do the move Earth just because she didn't want to use the spell slot, and didn't think it was going to be.
It was mold Earth. It was mold Earth,
Mold Earth,
which is
yeah.
loose.
Yeah,
it wasn't loose.
Because it's solid stone.
Rock.
And then we decided to just go talk to Draco, and then chaos ensued.
Okay. All right. So thank you for
Lore.
that. I will go ahead and get rid of that one then. Okay. So yes. But yes, you've been down here for an hour. You came down here to follow the slime, and
We got distracted.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Yes.
I feel like Zilis would know this. So one of my abilities is it's Emissary of the Sea. You can communicate simple ideas to any beast, elemental, or monstrosity that has a swimming speed. And it can understand your words, though you have no special ability to understand it in return. Would that include the frogs? Because I have a feeling that they're going to not be friendly. If we go that way. And I'd kind of rather not get eaten by a frog.
Yes, they
Fine
do have a swim speed, so I believe that would qualify.
Nice. I can try to talk some sense into them, or I could just, I don't know, we're coming at them if they know we're here. I don't really have any chance to sneak attack them, I suppose.
Yes, that is accurate in that you won't be able to. I mean, there was no sign that they are aware that you're over here. But yes, if you swam over there, unless you were like super sneaky, they'd probably be aware.
Unless I succeeded at being a rogue.
How often have you done that?
I have not at all. I don't think I've made one sneak attack, honestly. But you know what? I'm okay with keeping that streak. So we can try pulling out a parlay or something.
Okay.
And if y'all want to go that way, it might be worth reminding Draco that that cave has crystals in it, though.
Yeah, probably.
I'm not doing that. Y'all are the ones talking to him.
Wait, what?
Just to like, if we head to the southeast part of the cave, just kind of.
I mean,
If that's the decision we're making, we need to have Draco brace himself.
so who has a blindfold?
Yes.
that is a thing.
Let me.
That's not a good idea.
I am covered in fabrics.
I would say Svamp, Draco, and Zilis in some fashion. Can't see colors, but yes, off to the right side, so the southeast. It is a natural cave, sandy beach. There is some darkness to the walls. Seems to be kind of like just sprinkled about.
Okay.
But from this vantage point, it's hard to tell what that stuff is. But yeah, you are not seeing gems off to that side.
Okay. Well, we're just saying, like, if we go down here, I don't know if you can see my little dot or not.
Yeah, if you're going to the west, yes.
Yeah,
that is
we're
different.
going to. Sorry, did I say?
You said east.
Yeah, you did say southeast. That's
sorry.
I didn't put it together either, so no worries.
My brain is mush.
Yes,
we'll
there are some gems there.
Yeah. Have Draco either brace himself or you said blindfold. I have like sashes and cloths and all sorts of stuff attached
Mushrooms,
to my
just
person.
smush the mushrooms in his eyes.
Yeah, there you go. Just
a couple of morals, just
yeah.
Okay.
So that's that.
So
Zilis is gonna go and talk to the frog dudes. Yes?
I can do that, yeah.
Sure.
You be a distraction, the rest of us will run.
I figured I would roll across the bridge because I come over here kind of, because one way or another I'm either gonna have to go up this way or I'm gonna have to take the boat wherever that's at.
Yeah, best to go with the boat because we don't know what's up top.
That's what makes me want to go that way.
I mean, I have a feeling the two areas connect up.
Probably.
And we can always double back later.
Yeah.
I'm one of those horrible map completionists.
We can double back later.
Yeah. We can.
Yeah, but completing the map.
If we double back later, we will complete the map.
Based on your pacing,
26 sessions.
based on pacing alone, it's going to take at least 5 more sessions because you only went in like 5 rooms up top.
Dang. Okay.
No shame.
I can't help it. Emotions happen.
Yeah.
We're doing story stuff.
Yeah.
Plots and things.
Yeah.
We gotta get the lore in. Okay.
Let's go. Go talk to the frogs.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna dive in and I'm gonna start swimming.
All right. Very good.
I'm just gonna gently roll across the bridge here.
So who's helping the tree?
I see no boat.
There's a boat
that's
there.
A wall.
Yeah, there's a boat there. There's a boat right there.
Wally is running into walls.
Yep.
Svamp, Draco, what are you guys doing?
I am going to
A
with
thought:
my
the zombie
Mhm.
carrying 60 pounds of gold coins
mm-hmm.
is probably going to need the boat.
You and
Yes.
him hop in the boat. I can swim. Or I can take his coins. I don't.
Say,
Um,
I'm gonna say the three of you could safely journey.
Okay.
Okay. I am going to use my staff to scribble in the dirt next to, like, right, right there ish. That we will return the boat later, so that Elf Granny does not think that she is stranded. And then I will hop in the boat and we will go.
Okay. So you, so yes, we'll move you and the zombie off to the side, and yes, you guys could take the boat, put it in the water, and leave with the Draco. You're just walking.
I feel like we should wait for Zilis to tell us it's okay.
Okay.
Draco. Yeah.
Personally, that's my personal, but I will allow majority. Matter.
Draco is very hesitant about leaving the island because crystals everywhere.
Yeah.
So he walks slowly and keeps his head directly facing down.
Okay.
He can see enough to see walking forward, but he's trying to avoid looking at walls
Or the beach, because there are
or
some.
the beach.
Yeah, there are some gems studded in the beach. Zilis, you swim forward. You see the frogs. The splashing is occurring a bit further south. So you
Oh.
can see the splashes. You're relatively close, but it's just like right around the corner. But you see these frogs, and they're just kind of chilling. They're croaking, as frogs do. Um, they
But they're massive.
yeah, they're very large. But you don't see. I imagine you're under the water, so you're not swimming like up on the
Mhm.
surface, like splashing and whatnot. But you're under the water. You're not noticing any movement from them. It doesn't, like, you could see them fine. The water's clear enough that you can see them fine, but it doesn't seem like they're aware of you, or at least interested in you.
Okay. Um. Then I would probably swim just a bit further, and then try to come out as calmly, not very like slowly come out of the water as to not, scare them.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
You said you were going to move closer. Did you?
yeah, just a
Okay.
bit further. If I could maybe
Yeah.
get a glance at to what was causing the splashing below.
Here you can. Yeah, you're seeing halflings. So some
Okay.
small people in the water, just kind of splashing each other, having a good time. Yeah, it's as if this is their beach. So you
I'm
see,
going to.
I would say you see like three or four. Three in the water, one like over here on the side. Just kind of like uh standing and watching them laughing. But they're having a good time.
Okay.
And actually, I'm gonna say you now that you've breached the water, you would notice there are three frogs here.
Okay. The spell says that it would push them to the top.
Yeah,
Ah,
yeah,
dang it, loopholes.
yeah.
Yeah. No, I thought about that. I could have just
Yeah.
froze you in cement, basically.
The question,
yeah.
real quick. The question, would using water walking on a creature underwater trap it? And yeah, no, it just pushes it to the surface.
That's upsetting.
But
That
if they require breathing underwater like a fish, then
it
it's
drowns
a bad
them.
day. Yeah, then it's a bad day for them.
Yeah.
I was just
all...
thinking. I didn't mean to interrupt right now. That was just food for thought for later.
Sounds good.
I mean, if it was like underwater and like the roof was like covered in spikes, you could like pass that on somebody and then they just get thrown into spikes.
Theories later. That was a weird question. We're good.
Yeah. So as Zilis ponders that, he comes out and just would, like telepathically to the frogs, just say, just passing by, no trouble here. Smiley face.
Okay. And real quick, let me read this again. So the feature is Emissary of the Seas. You can communicate simple ideas to any beast, which is what this would be. That has a swimming speed. It can understand your words, though you have no special ability to understand it in return. Your message is, we're just passing through.
Mm-hmm.
And
we
what?
mean no trouble.
Okay. So you are suggesting this as in, hey, we're not here to hurt you.
Exactly.
Okay.
In return, please do not eat our tree.
Yeah, we would like our tree.
Okay. All right.
I'm not really gonna move much further, just in case they don't accept it.
Yeah, and again, like, they all seem to have the ability to understand you, and they kind of look at you and then look at each other and go back to croaking.
All right, I'll give the crew a thumbs up. And kind of just eye the have the halflings noticed me?
Negative. Can I get a perception check from you?
Yeah. Let's see. Perception. There we go.
20. Dirty 20.
Oh,
dirty
there
20.
We go.
Okay.
Oh, gross. It's dirty.
So one thing you are going to notice, you are a part of the Adventurers Guild. There is a somewhat, not necessarily a standard per se, but there is like an expectation of fitness.
Okay.
Right? And, Svamp is built, but Svamp is not like, yeah, she's fit, right? You've got your other things.
I'm not
here.
The Rock. Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to tell about the other two, like because they're machinery / trees.
We're built.
But you experienced the giant frogs above, and they were normal frogs, just absurdly sized. These frogs are a bit plump and absurdly sized, so they seem a bit heftier. The halflings,
Are they like tanks or are they like fat? Are they?
They're chunk.
I think
Or
plump.
chunk.
I think plump is the
okay.
is the best term.
Like would
They
make
eat
a good Thanksgiving meal, kind of plump. Okay.
Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
dog legs are a delicacy.
No, that's a good way to put it. Like Thanksgiving dinner, you want your turkey to be luscious and well rounded. Same thing. The frogs, yes. The halflings also fit that bill. A little rounder, a little heavier. Like they got some meat on
I've
them.
been having some extra second breakfasts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just an
Okay.
observation you make. You don't know if it's important, but it's just definitely an observation you make.
Do they look like they're a part of the Adventurers Guild?
No. I mean, they're in
Okay.
like barely anything. There's no emblems on them. There's no. You don't even
Okay.
see bags. Like it's not even like they have come to Community Beach and have put on their swim trunks and come out like there's nothing over there. It's
Keep
just
in mind too, we're on Storm Island, and we're
Yeah.
some of the very rare adventurers to come here and
Yeah.
like actually do anything, from my knowledge. So like, it's super weird that there's just halflings splashing around in a crystal-studded cave, lake of doom, or like river of doom, with giant snapping turtles and
Weird acidic oozes.
weird acidic oozes and plump
Old elderly
frogs.
lady, elf
without
lady.
Old elderly.
yeah, without the meta here, yes, it would come off odd, only because like there aren't any native halflings, and it's also like there are halflings here, but yeah,
They're imported.
yeah, they're
Immigrated is the word I was looking for, and I couldn't come up with it, so I apologize.
but the fact that they all share like the same like thing, it'd just be something you notice, something you put in the back pocket of your brain. Like that's weird.
All right, so I
No,
assume
I
the
prefer
others.
imported hobbits. That's very good.
Yeah, I'm gonna ignore that. I'm assuming they're making their way over slowly.
No, they're just whom was making the
The
way?
rest of the crew.
Oh,
Often Draco and Salix.
a boat is in movement.
If you gave a thumbs up, somebody else would have had to have seen it, because I cannot.
Okay, then yes, if a thumbs up had been given, a hand wave has been given, that would be something that at least Svamp was looking forward to, and yes, you could start moving that boat into the water. You would hear the grinding of the boat and the splashing of the water as it does.
So, as my only normal language I can talk, I can speak Halfling.
Oh, how
Heyo.
convenient! That's nice.
Heyo.
So, I'm just gonna walk on down.
Swim?
And sorry,
You're gonna swim down. You're swimming.
swim. Is it?
In the water.
Swimming. Yeah. I'm
Love.
gonna submerge and swim on over a bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's no tokens on the board, but there is like in this general vicinity, there are 4 halflings splashing in the water. I'm sorry, there's 3 halflings splashing in the water, kind of moving around, dipping in and out, and then you've got one that's on shore that's just kind of like laughing. Hasn't quite got in.
Yeah. One's a little afraid of the water. I get it. I mean, I'm not. That's not my character, but I get it. Yeah. So I'm just gonna. What's the opposite of submerge? Come out of the water and
Emerge.
Emerge. Yeah, emerge. And in halfling, I'll just say, "Hey, What you guys doing?
Sup, bruh?
Yeah. Sup?
Yo, fam, what's up?
How's it headed?
Halflings are like what up, dog?
So they all will turn to you. And yes, I would say because you understand halfling, it's just a lot of merriment. So you have heard some words in halfling.
Mhm.
But yeah, they're just all having fun. But the one on the shore just kind of like waves at you. Hey, are you here to join us? Come on in. There's plenty of room. We're just we're not sure what we're doing yet. We're just having fun.
Oh no.
I don't know, man. It's like a party. What's going on
This
here?
water is so nice. Do you like it? It's
I
I
mean,
have
yeah,
many questions.
I love the water. You're the one who's not in it, but you know,
I'll get there. I'm just waiting for my spot.
yeah, you gotta time it right. I'm like looking back at the crew, like, where are these guys?
me.
Yeah, I would say so again, this ship will hold 3. So 3 of you are able to travel through the ship.
Draco's just walking on the water underneath.
Yes, okay. So you're heading into the water. So you guys just say you get like there. So you're everyone but Salix would see these frogs.
Yup.
And I would say Svamp and Draco. Well, Draco, you're muffled because you're underwater, but Svamp,
Blub, blub.
you would hear the sound of Zilis talking in a tongue that I believe you do not understand. Yes, that is correct. But it's definitely Zilis.
I mean,
It's definitely Zilis's voice. Salix, you would hear that.
Can tell it's him because it sounds fishy.
Mm-hmm. Yes, exactly.
Wait, hang on, let me.
Well,
Woods.
real quick,
Swamp?
Zilis, you moving here? Frogs have not moved. You're just
Okay.
chilling on the beach.
Okay, they're chill. Would swamps? So I know I wouldn't be able to know about it, but would swamp be detecting any magic from them?
Hmm.
Oh wait, no, that was
No, it's me.
yeah. Is that still up?
I
can't
would say
remember.
yeah.
Always.
Last I don't remember.
It's also just it's an innate thing that I have.
I don't remember
Bubbles, I
how
just have it.
long it lasts, but I would say so detect magic lasts 10 minutes. Yeah. It could still be active here.
Okay.
No. Swampy do not detect anything.
Mm.
Yeah, so I'm probably just gonna get onto land and you be like, me and my crew are just kind of passing through here, but you know, maybe we'll stop by later, you know, if we finish up early.
Real quick. I'm gonna
Shaking
update
my
this
head.
drawing. Can you see the drawing?
Yes, I can see the box.
Mhm. Square.
Even I can see the box.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Big square.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a
Interesting.
gray box.
Gray
Okay,
box
yeah.
of boxiness.
Okay. Because when
Red box.
I clicked your token, you could not see it, but I had it as yellow before, so maybe it just kind of blended in. But, okay.
No, I can't see the color.
So I would say as you get on shore, and you say what you say, the halfling that is on the beach, will walk into the water. And again, frogs are
Does,
not moving whatsoever.
does another frog appear?
How
Just
many
endless
halflings
frogs.
are there?
Frogs all the way down.
And I'm just gonna move at everyone. You're not necessarily in this order, but yeah.
Mhm.
4. There are 4 halflings in the water having fun.
Okay.
Splashing
Yep.
about, laughing, talking in a tongue you don't understand. Zilis, as someone who speaks halfling, it is mostly this water is nice. Oh, I can't believe we found this place. This is so awesome. This is gist. This is the gist of what you got here.
Oh gosh, they're hippies. Okay. Um. I really want to cast water walk on all of them.
You can't.
They're already having too good a time. I don't think we need
No,
to
I'm worried.
I can only
make
cast
them
it
have.
once per day.
I'm gonna lean over to Svamp. How did the halflings get down here?
I don't know
Just
how
like-
anyone gets down here. Like
Next
Granny's
question.
down here. There's there's a giant. I don't know how anyone's down here.
What are all these people doing on Storm Island?
Yeah.
This deserted island is far more vastly populated than I thought.
Yeah.
A lot
as
going
What is
on.
your opinion?
as the boat hits the shore, frogs kind of like move a little bit, but more like to give you some room.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
But you're able to get off of the ship.
Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with those guys down there, but yeah, how about we just keep moving? And
Greetings, friends. How did
no,
you get down here?
Okay. Why did you talk to them? We're never
Um,
going
So yes,
I have a question because I'm very
Okay.
confused at the moment.
Okay, very good.
I don't know if I missed something. Are they male,
Probably.
female? You said there's 4. Like I don't know.
Okay, yes.
I don't
Yeah,
understand.
I'll clarify, and I'll go ahead and move you on shore. There is so the one that was on shore, Zilis, was female. The others are male, but they're all like adult age. But now that you guys have come over here as well, they're all in the water, all splashing. But yeah, there are three dudes and a girl.
Okay.
Middle adult aged.
Friend Swamp,
Mm,
what's going on?
mm.
Okay, I don't
I'm
know.
scared.
No, it'll be good. I'll hold your paw. It'll be fine.
They're since they're
I won't.
halflings.
I won't let the
And they're in the
scary
water.
hobbits hurt you. It'll be
Pun
fine.
incoming.
Are they? Are they all swimming shorts?
No.
Yeah, I mean it's not like our understanding of swim trunks.
Oh no, not are they in them? Are they swimming shorts? Because they're hobbits and they're in the water.
Oh
Halflings in the
yes,
water.
yes. No, that's
Mhm.
correct. Yeah, that's
Just
correct.
another.
Yeah, I
Did somebody
apologize.
leave?
Yeah, it wasn't
Bear's
me.
just
Surprisingly
done.
enough.
Oh.
I appreciate it.
All right, but
Oh, okay.
Salix, you ask in common, how did you get
Mhm.
down here? And they all kind of turn to you and like they all smile, but they all kind of like tilt their head like sort of sideways at you.
No.
This is
I'm
where
going to-
everyone goes. This is
Oh.
this is the spot.
Oh, they speak common.
Oh
Oh,
no.
Do you you look like
You're gonna be
you could use a swim. Are you sure you're not interested? I mean, the just the greenery that you're showing suggests that you should have the water. have some.
I'm about to
And
cast
they'll
fog
and
cloud
they'll
on this group.
one is gonna playfully splash some water in your direction. Doesn't hit. It's not like something that you have to dodge, but it just kind of like hits the shore in front of you. But you barely even feel it. And then
This
they
unit
laugh.
has had enough water-based excitement for a little while at least, but my curiosity about how you came to this place is still unsated. We were under the impression that this island was unoccupied.
Island. This is a river. Can't you see?
I'm just going to slowly turn to look at the others and just like whatever the tree with robot eyes embedded in the branches equivalent of slow blinking is, just do that for a second and turn back. Have you ever been to the surface?
One gets out of the water and stands on the beach in front of you. Here I am. I'm on the surface now. Is that what you mean?
I would like to grab Salix's hand and drag him into the next room.
I'm going to resist that, and I'm going to just tilt the crown of my leaves and no. We are underground right now.
Oh my gosh.
Do you live in these caves?
The halfling that had come up towards you just kind of like rolls his eyes. Man, this guy's like a wet blanket, and he just walks back into the river to hang out with his friends.
Oh, I can't breathe.
Okay, I'm about to cast fog cloud. Can we keep moving? I'm losing brain cells being around these guys.
Throughout this
Are they
time,
high?
Svamp, you would notice the zombie is just kind of like just side-eyeing the frog that's behind him. Frog is not paying attention to anything. You guys are on shore. You guys fought these guys upstairs, or at least these guys adjacent, I guess. Not even concerned with you guys.
But my zombie's concerned about it.
Hey, he's just watching. Just watching.
The only reason is history.
Unit Zilis.
That's fun. I like that my
Have
zombies
you
aware.
forgotten the surface now, having been in the water?
No. Okay, I mean, most of my life was underwater. I'm perfectly fine.
Yes, but what if this particular water has issues?
I
This
mean,
water's traumatized.
Thinking back to Svamp's experience with it earlier.
Fair.
In a previous session.
As you say that, like moments after you say that, the halfling that was in front of you, Salix, swims back over, just like goes underwater just briefly, and then comes back up and then spits water at you. Just a stream of water comes up and over onto one of your branches.
Oh, that's gross.
Oh, great.
Water's
I'm gonna,
fine. Come on in.
Dodge back a little bit.
You're gonna get COVID.
Can I ray of frost this person? I'm done, okay?
No. We do not need another fight right now.
I mean, they don't have any armor or weapons on them, from what you can see.
No, I'm not.
This has to be hallucination.
My hand may be reaching towards my dagger, but I am moving towards the other room.
Did you guys see the slime? Is there still a trail of slime on the ground here, or is
Yes,
it like
it is.
gone?
It is still here.
And
Yes, it is still here.
I will point to that to indicate what I'm talking about.
I'm sure it's fine. Come on, water's good. I mean, unless you're too stiff for that.
Can we get around these folk, or are they thoroughly in the way?
No, they're in the water. Zilis is in the way. Draco is in the way. Salix is in the way for you. Salix is moving into the other room. Or I'm sorry, Zilis is moving into the other room.
I'm gone. I'm done with these idiots.
Yeah, I
He's
think
pulling
I'm,
a Moira
I
and
think
running
I'm
away.
also. I'm just gonna step over.
I think
Step
Draco
over
blacked
Zilis.
out at some point.
Yeah, let's these are not threats. Let us
Hmm.
let us be gone from here. Y'all have fun in your weird water.
Perhaps later, but for now, we are on a mission to investigate this slime because this unit can assure you it is not indeed
Salix!
fine. And with
Friend
that, I'm going to
Salix!
turn and just wheel along after the others.
Okay.
Come
Draco.
on, brains, let's go.
Yes, friend Zilis.
Calling to
That,
Zumble over there.
That tunnel ahead of us, it does have a lot of crystals in there.
Going this way.
That also has crystals that way.
Yes, there's crystals everywhere. We're on this pool. There's crystals.
I'm very, very upset about this whole situation. Hold on. I still need to compose myself.
You have an option. You can try to hide from them, or you can brace yourself, pull it together, or walk through.
Friend Svamp,
Mm-hmm.
if I reach for the crystal, bonk me.
I have a bonking stick. I can do that.
Appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
Friend Zilis,
Yep.
if we see hobbits again, please
Love
gouge
their
out my eyes.
Roger that. And I
We're all
will
just like, we
lead the
don't like-
way.
Wow, what kind of a rogue are you taking the lead?
Yeah, I'm done, is what I am. I don't want these hobbits anymore.
All
I mean,
right.
You
halflings.
created
What's a
characters
hobbit?
we
So,
don't like. I think for the first time ever.
Zilis, you can see from this vantage point, you can see. Let me verify. Okay. Oops. Wrong thing. Get this. There's just slime in like various locations. But yeah, you can definitely tell that it moved around. What was that for?
Oh no.
But you
Were
can
those guys
definitely
possessed?
tell it appears, and I would say Salix, you don't have this vision. Draco, you kind of do have this vision if you're looking up. But Zilis, for sure, there is movement in this direction, movement in that, and to the right. So the right, like just in front of you, and then down further south. However, everybody, roll me a perception, and I'm. Just because I want to, I'm gonna move everyone in like a direct line so you can kind of see what's going on. Svamp with 25, crit 25. That's Salix
From the
with 24.
back of the room.
Draco at
I
12,
see
10
all.
for Zilis.
That conversation with the halflings was really focusing.
I lost brains.
Draco, roll me another just a straight D20.
Oh, okay.
Six. That's terrible.
Can I take
Um,
points from the pool? I'd
No,
like them all.
no. But what I'll say to you is, well, first of all, there's a lot of movement. So, I mean, Zilis, you're in the lead. I think you'd get a sense of this. Salix, you're right behind. Again, just to reiterate, it's not one creature that is here. It is a number of creatures that are here. There's one like large footprint and drag, and then there is smaller footprints that are in here. But it's definitely obvious that there's multiple creatures that are over here. Draco, I would just say like you feel weird. Has nothing to do with the crystals. You would know that. Something else is up ahead that you're not sure about.
Friend Swamp.
Svamp. Again, you're just kind of like looking around. Again, you're aware that this trail of slime and sludge, there are multiple tracks. I would say you're pretty confident there are 4 total creatures. A large one, 3 smaller ones. But smaller as in smaller than whatever the large one is. Probably your size. And I would
Swamp,
also
something's
say
wrong.
there's just like an absolute silence. Knowing you've been down here for an hour, and based on what your knowledge of, just regular nature is, like you're pretty confident that whoever is in here is very aware of that you're here.
I don't like.
When
But
you
considering,
say
Friends-
it's silent,
yes.
when you say it's silent, is that in a we have passed out of range of the hobbits' merriment, or we can
Halflings, but
still
yes.
hear them behind us and it's just very silent ahead, or have they gone quiet in a very suspicious kind of manner?
That's a good question. The halflings are still there. The halflings are still
Okay.
making noise. It's a bit muted. But just ahead of you is just absolutely silent. And considering you're potentially close to this, like I would say, Salix, you get this vibe too, as a druid.
Mhm.
So Salix and Svamp, you just get a vibe that like this is a house, and like for nature. And you can see the tracks move through. You know there's multiple things. Even if it's even though you've been down here for an hour, you've just kind of let these guys do. Like it, you get it. Like you're not hearing breathing. You're not hearing snoring per se, right? Like you're not hearing anything. But you can definitely sense there's something here.
Okay.
Friend Swamp,
Uh-huh.
something's wrong.
Uh-huh.
I don't
Do
know
I-
what.
Sense any, like, is this a magical creature? Do I sense any sort of magic?
I'll include your nat 2025 in this. You're not sensing any magic. We'll say detect magic kind of goes away here as you're moving down here. But you are sensing something very odd happening. The fact that you moved past those frogs and they didn't do anything like that's odd. You were all very defenseless kind of thing. Where you were, like frogs, especially the frogs that you've already witnessed, like they attacked kind of on sight. It's kind of crazy that these guys didn't. There was an oddness to the halflings in the pool. Something definitely seems off, but doesn't seem magical. Actually, let me take that back. There is an aura here, but you do not recognize it.
A school, but okay.
So just before your detect magic fades away, it's like there is definitely something happening here.
Is now a bad time to mention that my wisdom saving throw is really bad?
Don't worry, mine is too.
Okay, cool. I'm not gonna be alone. So onward, right?
Yes.
This unit has a bad
Willing,
feeling
but
about this.
I guess.
Draco, you got this. Come on, let's go.
Can I go ahead and I want to preemptively put booming blade on my thunder gauntlets?
Mhm.
How long does that last?
It just says 1 round.
Okay. Well, that's 6 seconds. And we're not in initiative yet.
I just don't. I don't trust.
Mhm.
At least it's a cantrip, so it can't. It's not like
Yeah.
unbothered.
Yeah, you can definitely
And
do it.
I can do shillelagh because I never let go of my quarterstaff really. So
Alright. Let me take a look at some stuff. So before you guys move forward, I'll move Draco back. Svamp. There is so this is El Natural Cave.
mhm.
Nothing off-putting about the cave itself. However, you are noticing something is right to the south.
Okay.
There's just like a ball of something that just seems odd in its placement.
Real quick, Beard,
It's just
you had
shaped a little bit
mentioned
differently. Yes.
that as a druid, Bex and I,
Mhm.
or Svamp and
Yeah.
I, were getting kind of a sense of this being like a house of nature.
Mm-hmm.
What, if I may ask, can you elaborate on that sense just a little bit for
Yeah.
my own
Just
clarification of what you mean by that?
general area. I mean, I would say you have low visual, but just based on like where this is located, I would say that you just get the vibes that this is like almost like a layer of some sort. Like there isn't much to it. It's definitely like a defensible area.
So this particular like hallway that we're in, not necessarily the entire undergroundy area, but
Correct.
this like
It was
this little choke
right
point.
right as you entered in here. It's like, ooh,
Mm-hmm.
this like I'm getting some weird vibes and like looking at it, yeah. This
I'm
is
going to
definitely a layer.
kind of superstitiously uh say this, which is effectively Anolpoli Sal and Ia Hus, which translates roughly to may we enter the home, or may we enter this home, kind of a thing. In
Are you
Druidic.
a vampire?
No.
Okay, you're
Just
saying that out loud.
Yes, just
Loud
kind
enough
of.
to reach past what you can visually see.
Yes. Not like in a super loud voice, but just kind of as a question to the air.
I raise my eyebrow at
Don't-
Salix, like, how old are you?
Don't make me try to read that in Salix's voice, because I can barely read it not in Salix's voice.
Okay. So what can you clarify like feetage, like how loud you want to be, like how far do you want that voice to travel into this room? 60 feet, 100 feet, 10 feet.
Man, 10 feet would be like a whisper. That wouldn't be very far. Let's see here. Probably something like 60 to 100. Again, I'm not like being actively super loud with it, but slightly louder speaking voice, kind of like you've walked into a like someone's home and you're kind of calling out to them. You can't see them; they're off in another room, sort of thing, right?
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna put something in the chat for you.
Okay, hold on a second. Which
You're gonna hear this message.
Okay.
Seems soft enough that maybe no one else hears it, but you definitely hear
Kind
it.
of whispered on the winds of the cave.
Mm-hmm.
What language is it coming to me in? Is it coming to me in Druidic?
The same language that you
Okay.
actually, did you say it in Druidic?
I did. Yes, that is Druidic right there that I have
Uh,
pasted in chat. Because online is amazing.
yes. Let me take a look at something. It is in. That's a good point. Hold on.
I mean, I know Draconic and Dwarvish.
I'm gonna ixnay that.
I know thieves can't.
Which is why I raised my eyebrow at him and asked him how old he was.
So ixnay that.
Huh?
So I hear nothing back.
Really?
That is what you hear.
Okay.
It's in common. It's in common.
Mm-hmm. I'll kind of just nod to myself and start moving forward after Zilis.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm.
still feeling kind of suspicious and cautious because
Mm-hmm.
the Hobbit's attitude kind of has set me on edge.
Salix, as you move forward, or I'm sorry, Zilis, as you move forward, yeah, you notice that there is again, dark vision, grayscale.
Yeah.
You really can't tell what's going on. There is seemingly a room over here, right here ish. Is like just a clump of something. Down here is just a clump of something, and then it appears that this extends further to the west.
Okay. Hey, Salix.
Yes,
Lights.
Unicilis.
Bring your light on over here.
Svamp, do you remember those? I'm gonna. I think you're in a wall. Okay, thanks. Svamp, remember those visions you saw before of
Oh no.
various things? You see them again.
Oh, okay.
You're pretty confident they're over here.
Mm-hmm. I had thought so.
No, she's getting visions IRL.
So, Zilis and Salix, as you and Svamp in some fashion.
Yeah.
Actually, Salix, you are. Hold on, you have a light. This is all in color. Yes,
Yes.
this clump that
Draco.
is here is a thing, and it
Oh.
immediately is going to dart out towards you. It is reptilian in nature,
No, I
and
don't like that.
we're going to go ahead and go into initiative, as it
Oh no.
seems to be moving in your general direction. So everybody roll me initiative. Draco, you were slowly moving behind. Feel free to move at least 3 squares. Okay?
Yeah, just being cautious about it. This one.
Oh sweet, I rolled high.
Hey, buddy.
I also noticed the clearly reptilian figure, correct?
I am. You will start to see it, yes.
I would assume you'll maybe hear it shortly.
And, yes. I would say those that can see that far should be Zilis, Svamp, and Draco. You would also be aware. Something that was down here said the shape that you saw before is also gonna
Ah!
make itself available.
Fucker.
That's great.
I can't see anything, but cool.
Yep, bottom of the tunnel.
Everybody, actually, choose. Make a decision here. We're going to do side initiative. So, make a decision here on who should roll a d6. It's going to be a competitive roll. So,
I will roll a d6.
okay, go ahead and roll a
I'm fine
d6,
with
and
that.
I will also roll a d6. A 3. And before I roll, just to clarify, this is going to determine side initiative. So you guys are going to go in the order that you've rolled, and this will determine if they go before you or after you. Make sense?
Got it.
Yes.
Yeah.
1. Okay, they're going to go after you.
Oh.
So I will go ahead and
Good
put
rolling
them
backwards.
at a 10. I'll give them a 10. They'll go at the bottom of the order.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So, Zilis, you're at the top of the order. You are aware that this there is a creature there. You can see it. It is reptilian in nature, lizard of some kind. Not necessarily what you saw up above, something different, but still similar in its reptilian nature. But it is moving, and it seems to be moving after you. What would you like to do?
Short sword. Wait. That's how that works, yeah.
13. So you are going to poke ahead with your short sword, and as you slash down on it, trying to nail it with your short sword, it dodges out of the way.
Rat.
Seems to be ready.
Okay, hang on.
And just actually at this point, I'll say that it will fully move forward. As a Draco, you would definitely see it.
I need to remember I have uncanny dodge. Okay, with my bonus action, I can't do anything else. Okay, that's all I can do.
No bonus actions?
No.
Okay, Draco. As this creature moves forward, it feels very ominous and very relatable. This feels like a Drake to you. What would you like to do?
Furious rage. I
Oh,
might as well.
oh,
I might as
no.
well
Oh,
be
dear.
a barbarian at this point.
Oh god. Oh dear.
uh, primary programming taking over. Core objective: elimination of Drake species.
Oh,
Oh,
Primary.
oh, oh no. Oh, fun. Okay.
First action: charge.
wow. Okay.
You two just got
I-
bulldozed.
I think that
Smashes
was
through.
like a teleport.
Secondary action: go for the throat.
Oh boy.
23. 23 will connect with your Thunder Gauntlets.
Do I still have booming blade,
No.
or is it too late for that? Didn't think so.
But if you, because you had already pre-charged that, you said it was also a cantrip. Let's verify. Yes. I would say that. Well, it's an action. Oof. Go ahead. I feel like that would be fine. It is an action
Okay.
to do though.
Combo
Yes,
time. Let's
something you would be
go.
constantly doing.
Okay. So I'll roll the normal damage for this, and then add on booming blade damage. Just roll. Oh, and it's a 23 again.
Well, that's an attack roll. I need a damage roll.
Yeah. Well, it told me to attack before it let me do the thing. That's why I was confused.
I know it's a 1d8.
Okay, so I'll just roll a d8 then.
Moving forward, yeah. If you're gonna have booming blade up, you will just roll the attack through that. So 6, another 6.
Okay, so 15 total damage on that first hit.
All right. Yes, you do quite a bit of damage on this creature. So as you with your gauntlets, you just punch through this thing. It takes everything. It is still standing, still looking decently strong, able to take that kind of damage. Does not look happy.
Okay,
Actually
because I use
snarls at you.
Okay, so because I use booming blade, does that automatically take my extra attack for this round, or?
We'll just kind of skip that part.
Okay. So I attack again. And where'd my inventory go? There it is. Thunder Gauntlets.
Whoa.
Wow.
25 will connect. Let me read Booming Blade real quick. So you brandish the weapon used in the spell casting and make a melee attack with it against one creature within 5 feet of you. Okay, all right. So yeah, because that's an attack, you could theoretically just do it. Extra attack. That wording is so strange. Yeah, I would say that so instead of like doing your normal attack, you would just do it through Booming Blade instead.
So the same thing I just did again.
Mm-hmm. So yeah,
Oh.
Thunder Gone. So I just need a D8 from you.
Okay, and a 8. So 9.
All right, so let's verify this. So yeah, 5th level, an extra D8. Yeah, that wording is very strange. Okay. So yes. So we've got a 4 and a 5, so an extra, so 9 in total. So yes, you're just rapid firing punching this thing. with your gauntlets, but it is still standing. But you're definitely hitting it on the snout, right where it hurts. Anything else?
Beautiful. Bonus action, I'll use my defensive field for my final temporary hit point. So I'll get the 5 temp hit points.
Okay, sounds good. Svamp.
And that's the end of that.
Svamp, you're aware that a creature has moved to the south, moved in the south rather. And then yes, Draco has swooped in as you're deciding what to do. But yes, there is another one over here.
Okay. Gonna move down here. I'm also gonna take just a second or two to tell Salix, you down here with me. Just so he knows when it's his turn to move this way. And I'm going to cast Entangle on... Oh, it's such a huge box. What? Okay. And this guy. Also a weirdly shaped box.
Yeah, let's look at this real quick. So it's a 20-foot square.
It made the box not a square.
Yeah. Oops. 20 foot. I can't grab it. Hold on.
Now I'm in pain.
Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that. It must be the walls.
Oh yeah, maybe.
But you're primarily focused on the guy to the south.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. Okay. So Entangle, yes. It's rough terrain, I believe. A creature in the area when you cast a spell must succeed a strength saving throw or be restrained. So let's do that. Strength saving throw. 13. And your DC is a 13, so meet and beat it. So it is not restrained.
Okay. And then that's an action. Shoot. Okay.
So that's going to last a minute. It
Yeah.
is 20-foot square from the duration of these plants. Turn the ground area of it into difficult terrain. So I redrew your box. It'll go into the hallway as well.
Don't think there's
but it is run.
anything I can do other than kind of.
Okay. As you move forward, you're going to see this guy, and you're also really really confident that there is something right there.
You're kidding. Okay.
Oh, phew, there's just 3 of these guys. This will be easy.
Do I know what I'm looking at in there? Do I know what that is?
Well, this is a lizard type thing. This, I would say, as of this point, it is beginning to stand up, but there's definitely wings there. Wings begin to spread, and there is quite a large body attached to it.
Fun times.
Um. um. I don't have any other actions right now. So I'm moving back here.
Yeah, it's free. You have a free
Uh,
action. You have a bonus, I believe.
Well, my action would have been entangle, right?
Yes, correct.
Mhm.
You have a free action and a bonus. Free action, health potion, or yelling to your compatriots.
Yep. I'm gonna tell Salix, never mind what I said. Never mind. Don't go down there. Never mind. We need to get Draco to stop. And that's all I've got.
Salix.
I'm going to shout out in surprise. This unit thought we were welcome here. And oh boy, man, I don't know what to do now. What
Do these guys have feet?
Feet? Yes. 4
Ooh.
feet.
Oh, they're giant lizards.
Yeah. Four
Drakes.
legs. Yeah, they're lizards.
They look like Draco, but not metal.
Yeah, they oddly resemble Draco almost exactly.
Right. Okay.
Whoa.
Maybe a little less puppy-ish.
Yeah.
Draco, the normal blue glow Draco normally has is currently blood red.
That's fine. He's just sleepy. His eyes are just a little bloodshot. He's been having some late nights.
Yeah, I
So how do you calm a Draco? Who's literally engaged in his primary programming.
when the Drake thing, when it started to move towards Zilis and I, did it seem hostile or did it seem
I don't know. It's
like
probably angry.
surprised or what kind
Definitely not surprised.
of? Okay.
Almost offended that you would come down here.
Offended that I would come down here?
Not you in
He
particular.
really doesn't like
Maybe.
Tritons,
I was
okay?
personally welcomed.
Ain't that.
Okay, so it was my fault.
Ain't that a bitch?
Got it.
Okay, well,
I still have no idea what we're actually fighting.
I
All
don't
I
want
know
to
is-
find out.
All I know is reptile / Drake.
did Bex say what she thought she saw?
Didn't
have
sound
not.
like it. But Draco, yes,
Just-
you are
I
aware that
turned
this
around.
is
Ain't back.
very likely a Drake. This seems like identical to you, but cheaply.
Thorn whip him. Sorry, what?
So wait, am I the enemy then?
That doesn't seem to.
Oh wait, no, I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to one of about it was. Never mind. Just ignore me. I don't exist. Huh?
I really want to see what's down there, but I also see like the panicked Svamp coming back this way, and it's concerning, but like
How concerning though. Like, is it really?
Sometimes-
Make your move,
concerning?
Salix. Make your move. What are you doing?
sometimes I'm
Flip
gonna I'm gonna move here because I want to see what the heck's going on.
Okay, yeah, there's there's another one of these things. Again,
mhm.
vaguely like Draco. But then there is a large creature here that has begun to stand up. You can see the wings. You can see the thick body.
Mhm, mhm.
It's if it's a drake, it's a very big one. At least double, triple the
Drake don't have
size of
wings.
what you can visibly see fully.
Drake don't have wings, as far as I know. Well, there's like a couple that might, but very few.
The naming convention of draconic
Mm.
individuals is very skewed.
Salix is kind of an idiot sometimes, and he's just gonna call out, "Were you the one who welcomed us?"
Do
Um,
not engage with the enemy.
and
I already failed that.
Yeah, that's fair.
and I'm going to I'm gonna cast um mm, that's not useful. That's not useful. Okay. What is this one right here? Da-da-da-da. Can I? Okay, how does preparing a spell work? As like, can I prepare a spell to trigger
No.
if something? Okay.
Well, okay. I'm sorry. If you were talking about, can you prepare a spell that you have not prepared already? The answer is
Oh no
no.
no no. I'm sorry. My meaning there is, for instance, Thorn Whip. Could I? Um,
Thornwhip is
I've
a
heard other
cantrip.
people.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. I've heard other people, quote, prepare an attack where
Mm-hmm.
they, and I don't remember if
Yes, you
that's
can.
the wording that was used, but
Yes. Yes. You can do
to
that with
trigger
spell.
upon like, okay. So
Yes. So
could I
so it
prepare them? Yeah,
yes. The
sorry.
phrasing is ready to attack. So you
Ready.
can
Yes.
ready an attack, and if they meet the basis of your trigger, then yes, you can cast it. If this was a regular spell, it means regardless of what happens, you use that spell slot. But because it's a
Uh-huh.
cantrip, it doesn't matter. So
Sure.
you could ready a thorn whip, your cantrip, based on whatever action is going to trigger that. Then use
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
it.
You know what? I'm going to. Sorry. I'm going to prepare Entangle to
Mm-hmm.
try that again, just in case, as like a slow them down measure. Although,
And
is her
Tangle
Entangle
is
already active there?
it is already active there, yes. And
Okay, in
I
that
did
case,
spread it so it is in the hallway. They would have to pass it. You would be
yes.
knowledgeable of that.
I'm. Mm, okay, so that's a thing that's already.
Felix, I don't know
I'm
what's in there,
I'm
but
going to prepare Earth Tremor to go in basically the same spot. Hold on.
All right, so
How big
Earth
is that?
Tremor is you cause a tremor in the ground within range. Each creature other than you in that area must make a dex save. On a failed save, creature takes 1d6 bludgeoning damage and is knocked prone. It is solid stone though, so it would not become difficult terrain. It already is. So that would just, well, if you cast it at first level, it's a D6. If you cast it at second level, it's a 2D6. But on a successful save, they don't get the damage. Either way, you are in a bad position. I think you would know that there are 2 enemies right here, 3 if you count the very large one.
Oh, Salix is muted.
He is thinking. That's his thinking mode.
He's loading.
Yes,
He's
this is a
glitching out at the
buffering.
shut.
It's buffering. He knows this is a
Oh,
shit position to be
goodness
in.
gracious me. I'm so sorry. I had muted so I could cough. And then okay. Sorry, I was saying that that yes, I'm vaguely aware of that, but like I also want to hear this thing's response to my question.
Yes.
And which is part of why the earth tremor thing as just like a, I don't know. This feels like a bad idea, but it's still the way that I'm leaning. So
So you're gonna stay
Let's
put where
go.
you are.
I'm gonna stay here. Yes, with earth tremor
Okay.
prepared for if there's hostile movement from particularly these two. Because I don't think this one right here can do much from where it's at. I hope.
Yes.
But if there's hostile movement, then I want to cast Earth Tremor at first level to hopefully knock some things prone and allow me to like move the heck out of dodge, skedaddle, etc.
Well, you can trigger an action, but you cannot trigger a ready to movement. So
Oh
if you
no
end your turn
no!
here, this is where you are.
Mhm. Yes, well the idea would be that on my next turn, then I would run after, after hopefully they're like knocked prone or entangled by Bex's stuff.
That's a lot of ifs.
It is a lot of ifs. We'll go back to sometimes Salix is kind of dumb and
Yeah.
Okay. All right, sounds good.
Reckless
So
actions are
I am aware it's a bad idea.
basically,
But it's
if
nowhere I'm feeling
anything
told.
moves towards you in a dramatically aggressive fashion, you will cast your deal.
Yes.
Earth tremor. Okay. Well, is there anything else? Anything else for your turn?
No, that'll be it.
Okay. That movement's going to happen. So go ahead and cast
Okay.
it.
Cast spell. I will admit I'm not 100% certain how this particular spell works. I've never actually used it before. So,
I would just go ahead and roll damage.
roll damage. Okay.
Roll damage. So we're going to get 3 that are moving that will need to roll a dex save.
Dexterity saving, yeah.
So they got to pass a 13 dexterity save. So first one to your left, fail.
Oof.
You fail that. One below you will fail that. They will both take the 6 damage.
And be knocked prone? Question mark?
Wow. I forgot about that piece.
Yes, they are knocked prone.
Yes, they are knocked prone.
Yay!
So prone. He is prone.
What is the
He
area of
is
that?
prone.
10 feet.
The uh,
It's
let's
worded a little bit
load it up.
weirdly.
I think it's only 10 feet. So
Mhm.
it's if the ground in the area is loose, stone, blah blah blah, difficult terrain. Yeah, it's 10 feet, but I think that's gonna hit everyone. It's gonna come close. So this guy is gonna move forward as well. It's a difficult terrain piece that has like a fixed size, but let me reread it again. If the ground in if the ground in the area is loose earth or stone, which this is not. It is so that piece will not make sense. This guy will also take the dex save. A 17.
Oof.
Very big dragon like Drake.
Okay.
I love that.
All right.
Draco's having a field day.
So the two drakes that are in front of you are going to get hit and knocked prone. I believe already took their health away. This one will be able to dodge that and will be not knocked prone. This guy is going to say, "Well, we're hungry. Thank you for joining us for this evening."
Crying out loud!
We
All
all
right.
hear that?
Yes, everyone will hear that because I believe Salix said it out loud, but I could be wrong.
I
But
did,
he's gonna say it
yes,
out loud.
yes.
So Drake, that is actively being attacked. It will bite at Zilis, a 22.
Oh, I got a thing.
Uh-huh.
I've been waiting. I got a thing. Uncanny dodge.
Ah!
I
You
did
can
a
use that as a
thing.
reaction. You can use that as a reaction.
Yes. Starting at 5th level, when an attacker that you can see hits you
To
with an attack, you can use your
half their
have
attack
it.
damage. So half the damage, 11, 5. You'll take 5 piercing damage as the spikes in its tail pierce you. Not as much as you were. Actually, I'm sorry. The bite. Tail will swing at Draco.
Oh dang.
12.
Fail.
12 will fail. So it just kind of like clings up against your armor, but you're all right. These guys knocked prone, but will stand up. That's half their movement. They don't need to move much further. They will attack Salix, who never gets attacked.
I know, right?
Now he's surrounded.
Just by one frog. And I had temporary hit points, so.
2 bites, 24, and
Ouch.
a 22.
Ouch.
I believe both will hit.
Yep,
So we'll take 4 piercing and 4 piercing.
Okay.
And so they're.
Are you taking those, or should I take those out?
You take them out. So they are going to lunge at you. One is going to bite towards your lower extremities. The other one's going to bite towards the upper extremities. And as they pull away, they're both going to, like, in tandem, swipe their tails at you. 16 will meet and beat.
Yep.
And a 12. So you're able to dodge one, so just kind of duck underneath it. The other one's going to hit you. It's going to hit you right away for 9 bludgeoning damage.
So I have 8 remaining temporary hit points. That'll remove all of those, and I'll take 1 damage to my actual hit points.
So yes, any damage you took here will affect your temporary hit points first. Once that's away, then yes, it'll take your normal.
Okay, then it rolls over. Sounds
Mm-hmm.
good. Okay.
Nice.
All right. And yes, this dragon-like creature is going to step forward and say, "Yes, we were hungry. Welcome. Everyone is welcome." But okay, it is just after 11. Now that you see what's going on, do you want to continue or do you want to pause here? Because I can base it. I mean, we went half an hour for just one round. Do you want to pick this up
There
next
was
time?
a lot of discovery.
I don't know how Draco can process all this.
Well, I mean, my goal is going to be to get you to disengage and to get everyone out. How successful I'm going to be at that is unclear to me at present.
Draco is logical to a degree.
Yeah, but he's also fighting his programming, yeah?
Side note, you still have Bonk Stick.
I do have bonk stick. I have bonk
And
stick.
Pain did get me out of rage fueled or
Yep.
fearful.
So the question is, do we think we can bonk stick you in a timely manner?
I feel like it'd be best to continue, like, finish this fight and situation now. But I do think it will take a bit.
It will. It will take a bit based
Yeah.
on current time. We could speed that up if you guys can make faster decisions. But it sounds like there's a mixture of two intentions here. It seems like some of you want to get out, Svamp and indirectly Draco or directly Draco to get out of here. It sounds like Zilis, you want to continue fighting. Or is that not the case?
Well, I mean, I'm kind of flexible. I think getting out of the situation would be better. But it will involve a bit of fighting.
You know there is only
Salix
one
ordered-
exit that you're aware of, and that is up, and that is a well, actually, I think I said before it was a rope, but that's not actually the case. I don't think there was a rope. I think you guys had just jumped down and
No.
helped the others down.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it wasn't like a super high drop down or anything like that.
Yeah, it was not. So you could escape, but where would you necessarily escape to? You could try to get up that hole, but you're gonna potentially have things chasing you. So
So,
is it?
side question.
Yeah.
That question: why is little elderly elf woman living down here with evil Drake?
She doesn't live here.
This dude just moved in, as far as your knowledge,
Okay.
within the last hour and a half.
Cool. I would be cool picking this up next time.
I'm alright with picking this up.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we'll end up going pretty late if we do continue now.
Yes.
Yep,
If we
yep.
wanted to finish this, yes, we'd probably go late. Super late. Okay, that works for me. Salix. Tough spot, dude.
Yep.
Very, 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 very tough spot.
Oh, buddy.
Yep. I
but
don't
okay.
think I can thorn whip my way out of this one, boys.
I
Yeah.
told you don't go down there.
Yep, there
You
was a
didn't
warning.
listen to Leader Svamp.
Nope. I made bad decisions knowing that they were bad decisions.
I swear if I have
Uncanny
to repair your
dodge.
Wally body again.
Yeah, uncanny dodge. I was not aware that you could use that as a reaction. That is wonderful. That is a great
was
thing.
very
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is a great thing to have in your back pocket for sure.
Well, he got upset about it last session because he kept forgetting he had it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
did. I may have done that.
So okay, so we'll end here. We'll have to pick this up next time, but yes, there is quite a bit of a fight, and let's just kind of review what everyone can see. Yeah, you guys are definitely all aware. This beast is starting to poke his head out of the hole.
Why his breath
alright.
stinky? Why is his breath all stinky green?
His
Hmm.
breath all stinky green.
Yeah, he
You,
needs a mint.
I would say, I should have said this like 5 minutes ago, but the slime is definitely on this creature. So just
Mm.
verifying that piece of it. This
Mhm.
large creature is definitely like covered in slime.
Is said slime flammable for future knowledge?
Who knows? You can find out though.
Is
You definitely
the
find out.
oily sheen because it is oil?
I have torches now.
You
I am
are
very
in a
will-
bad rage.
I am very willing to light everything on fire.
I would like to leave. I don't want to be a kebab.
Zilis kebab.
One
You
other
don't want
piece
to
of
become
information.
part of fish and chip?
Yeah, one other piece of information I want to provide for you guys is that the sounds coming from the north,
Oh no.
east, the halflings that are splashing,
Mhm.
you do not hear them anymore.
No. I mean, I hate those guys, but like,
Please let them be our
Fascinating.
untimely saviors.
I
Fascinating.
swear.
Okay.
All right, well, everyone on stream, thank you so much for tuning in. Hopefully you enjoyed. Up front, totally not sure when we'll be playing again. October, November, December is going to be kind of hectic for me. But we'll see. We'll see. That's it.
Yeah.
Later.
Mhm.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Later.
Hope you enjoyed trauma.